You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
Greetings and welcome to a very special multi-part event called The Dungeon Run, the Mending of Magic. This will be a live tabletop role-playing game where your interaction helps tell the tale. And a special hello to everyone watching live for the first time. This is going to be very special indeed. I am Lord Ereban, Keeper of Secrets, and your host for tonight's campaign. Together, as usual, we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible dangers and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Now, as some of you may have heard, our glorious commander and chief, DM Jeff Kanata, has to be out for the next few weeks. I would like to take this moment to personally wish him a speedy and complete recovery. I love you, Jeffrey, forever, and you will be greatly missed. But the show must go on. Thus, we are delving into the Faerie Kingdom. Our dungeon master for this campaign will be none other than the amazingly talented and exceptionally gifted Amy Vorpal. Now, throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within the game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 6 unique digital items. Before we get to them, I have a note for you. Since we're tackling a new limited adventure, all previously purchased digital items will be locked up for safekeeping by me until the heroes of Bingle return to the underwaters of the Deep Reef. So tonight, we start with a clean slate. Now, you could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage. That's the ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once. Or for those of you that feel the players have it too easy, you can set the trap of disadvantage. If a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, they will roll 2 20-sided dice at once and take the lowest. After all, in honor of Jeff, life is pain. Or perhaps you'll want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the Force of Good deck. And to add an additional challenge to the adventure, you can purchase a Force of Evil card. Note, evil. When you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, or guess what? I'll make the choice for you. It's that simple. It's not all, though. Please remember, it's on you. Right. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle, and when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. If at the end of tonight's adventure there are still candles lit, they will carry over to the next show. In addition, you have clearly noticed that Milo has left his bowl on the shelf. Okay, If enough of you touch that evil, vile thing, it will burn my brain, quite literally, and I will have no choice but to react. Goodness gracious, student of Grimm. Already? Fine. Evil cards will be forced on the players. You have been warned. Also, you have the power to submit your idea for a force of good or force of evil card. Alpha Omega. The show hasn't even begun! Please! Milo is going to pay for this. Anywho, you can submit your idea for a force of good or force of evil card, and we might use it on the show. So head over to the dungeonrun.fandom.com. Fectus! The dungeonrun.fandom.com to submit. I'm sweating now. I don't even sweat. User named Eric, listen. Everyone stop, please. I'm not kidding. I will end the show right now. Do you understand me? I will stop it. Good. Now, you can upload your fan art there as well at thedungeonrun.fandom.com. And to those who have already submitted, I see you and I thank you. And we have Dungeon Run shirts. Did you not know? Really? Oh, goodness. Well, let me tell you. Can someone please turn off the ability to buy the Dungeon Run Milo balls? I'm blistering here. Okay, all right. The Dungeon Run logo. Get to the shirts. Show the shirts. My goodness, please. The Dungeon Run logo. Rosy Cheeks Pub and Tavern Hall. Meep Lives. I Am Human. The Pirate Disguise shirt. And my personal favorite. I don't even like it anymore, but it's my personal favorite. Lord Ereband's Dungeon Run. I think I'm going to vomit. A new version. Now, there's also the new version of the Life is Pain shirt. All fails for Jorol. Let the dice roll. Wonderful. The whole crew is there. And respect the candles and the Candle Queen. To purchase these shirts, head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com. All proceeds from shirt sales this week will be donated to the Children's Eye Foundation in Jeff's name. Beautiful. Now, let's meet our brave souls, the cast of characters, if you will. I'm not going to read out any more of your names, so stop it. Number 1, Katie Michaels as Finnegas Gus Hollow. Yeah. Ronald Ogden as Tikormus Ego.
We are going to have so much of what they call the fun.
What? Morgan Peter Brown as Crow Palemane.
Greetings, people I have never seen nor heard of before.
Jessica Lynn Parsons as Brick.
Hi.
Child. All right. Jared K. Jack is Sir Helvengard Devon Goth the Fifth.
Yes, well done.
My goodness gracious. And finally, our dungeon master, Amy Vorpal.
Hi, so good to be here. Hi, Lord Erevan.
We look very similar, Amy.
Yeah, we're dressed the same. We got the memo, you know?
I like it very much. Amy, this is fantastic. I'm excited. I'm extra excited. As this journey continues, I, Lord Ereban, will be joining you in your social conversations around the game. So keep an eye out for my avatar and comments. And before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you. It would give me great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers know that you are watching the Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming, be ever vigilant, and let the dice roll!
Hello, everyone!
Yay! Welcome!
Guys, are we dungeon running or are we dungeon sprinting? I think we're sprinting. I think we're sprinting really fast. Yeah, how is everyone tonight?
Good.
So good.
Awesome.
Excited.
Yes, I'm very stoked too. The first thing I do want to say is when you as the audience donate, we're not going to do the amulet. In fact, we are going to be playing in the Feywild as teased out before. So a pixie or a fairy is going to bring in your comments, your donations to us, and what I like to call pixie business. Or if you pronounce it the wrong way, It sounds very much like risky business, so I won't actually say it. But we have a lot to do with all of our adventurers, so I want to dive right in.
Let's do it.
And the first thing I like to do when starting a campaign is to part the veil of reality. We are no longer on a beautiful, built set with knights in shining armor around, stone casings. No. We are in the softly neon pastel lit Feywild.
Love it.
We find ourselves in the land of fairies, storybook characters, and legends. We are in the Feywild. Told of only in tales, this world has been used by many bards as a setting to inspire wonder, mischief, lessons, and even tales to inspire fear in the hearts of children, merely to get them to do their chores or to behave in the deity's temple, of course. The land itself exists right on top of the material plane we're all familiar with. It is the material plane, but it would take you one mere breath, one blink to determine that this land was just slightly different. Instead of the sun and the moon playing together in the sky to cause natural beauty and manipulate the material environment, the Feywild draws its life force from magic itself. And it is as fickle, if not more, than the weather, storms, and natural disasters you're used to. In fact, it has been said that with every beautiful sunset and sunrise, you're getting a small glimpse inside the Feywild. For in this land, it is never truly day and never truly night, forever dozing in the comfort of twilight, or better known as magic hour. You're right to think it's beautiful, softened by neon pastels of a pixie's drifting magic behind her and the iridescent glow of the large-leaved plants that serve as a roof for scavenging sprites. The world is ever lit by the ever-present magic. But not all is what it seems. Beautiful starlight can be revealed to be dancing pixies who thought it might be a fun joke to freeze in place for 150 years. In one moment, a placid pond can animate into a beautiful woman's lips and mouth and gobble up the literal singing chorus of frogs that were rehearsing on its shore. Beauty, wonder, and danger emanate from everything, and good magic is almost indeterminable from evil. Both are deadly. That being said, song, laughter, and freedom pour from the inhabitants' love of whimsy, randomness, and trickery. To a mortal from the material plane, this place could be explored for lifetimes upon lifetimes, and still they would be able to make no rhyme nor reason of the world, for logical patterns are for any other place than the Feywild. Now, some of you are from here, some of you have made it your home, and others are visitors or intruders, depending on who you ask. And you've all been recruited by the Sire Satyr Humdrum, who is able to contact you in person, using through your minds, deities, simple written messages. But he has begged for your help in determining the cause of a blemish in the magic of his natural community, the Faerie Kingdom of Qlain. Now, I want to talk about what you actually experience as you step through into this glade where you were asked to appear. You were asked to meet in the Mushroom Kingdom just on the outer circumference on the southern border of Qlain. You all readied yourselves and steeled yourselves for your adventure, bracing against the dependability of the unknown, and now find yourselves having arrived in the mushy bog at the exact right time. When the blue vines loosen their hold and the third mossy stone pulls away from the group to dash a fey rat in the eye, binding it forever. That's how time and distance are communicated in the Feywild. Any sort of measurement is referential at best. So, as you find yourselves here, the air around you is soupy and almost pink, while the ground is wet, in places sinking inches to douse your boots or hooves in the sludgy mire of fungal roots that you're not convinced are not sentient. You found your footing, and looking across the landscape, your first thought is color. Caps of differently hued mushrooms dot the horizon like the most beautiful mixed bag of candy. Bright blues and pinks peppered with yellows and greens. The mushrooms range in variety, from small meadow-like circles of thimble-sized orange caps to dog-sized, short, flat, spotted green caps turned into gnomish houses, to gargantuan, tree-sized purple superstructures that sway a little too freely in the breeze, sometimes coming down with a boom upon the earth, only to right itself to standing tall once more. Now, the natives here in the Feywild, they made their way here on foot, so let us meet them. I'm going to have you all describe your characters to the audience so we know what we're looking at, and in doing so, I will also hand you your beautiful painted mini.
Yay!
So first of all, let us meet Morgan's character.
Thank you.
Crow.
Crow. His name is Crow Palemane. He's a male centaur druid, standing 6 feet 10 inches tall. He's handsome. He's tall. He's a centaur, you know. I mean, they're not short. He's half little Sebastian. No, I'm kidding.
It's a Clydesdale.
He's handsome with a thin beard and a lithe, muscular upper body covered in expensive-looking, finely made armor of animal hide and pelts. He has a darker olive complexion that grows darker brown to almost black for his horse half. His hair is long and silvery white, his family's namesake, and it's pulled back in a simple ponytail. At his side, he wears a shining scimitar, as well as a carved white oak leaf, the totem of Sylvanus, god of wild nature.
Amazing. And you described so much armor, and yet...
So here's the thing about centaur minis. Let's talk about this for a second. I texted you guys as I was going shopping for them. They're all incredibly sexy. And this guy is who we went with, and I'm a fan, but yeah, he doesn't have a shirt on.
He looks like he's from a Danielle Steele novel.
So that part we'll use verisimilitude for.
Right.
To imagine his shirt.
He is covered in tough armor that is, less puncturable than squishy skin.
Than just pure chest.
Yes. Now
that was the other name I was going to give him.
Pure
chest? Crow, pure chest. No, just kidding.
I guess that's my cue.
Anyway, I'm done.
Our next character comes from Katie. She is a native of the Feywild as well. So let's meet Katie's character.
Oh, so exciting.
Gus.
Ooh.
She
And
does.
you'll notice 2 minis are being passed down.
No, there's 2 things here.
So much.
It almost ran into
Okay.
soda.
One of us did not notice there were 2 things being passed down.
Right there.
This guy.
You can see it. Okay. Finnegas Hollow, better known as Gus, spends her days roaming the forests of the Feywild. Gus is a bit rough around the edges. She stands 5 foot 8 inches tall, has pale skin, long silver hair, dark eyebrows, and crystal blue eyes. She has a scar running through her left eyebrow and wears dark green to blend in with the surrounding woods. She's accompanied by her hungry and protective Fey ape, Bart, and they spend most of their time sitting in silence, eating. End of list.
They talk. No, they don't talk. All right, great.
They speak without saying any words.
Yeah, we can communicate through like feeling like,
That's amazing.
Similar to me.
we have a connection. So
You know
like,
what? That
like, you hungry? You don't have to say that. I know.
every conversation is you're hungry.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. And I know. So, yeah, get it.
Bart, hungry?
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, all at the same time, then the blue vines and the, blinded rat, all that kind of stuff. The non-natives of the Feywild, our other characters, appear through a portal that was designed and built by Humdrum himself. So let's move on to what we see from them. Our first player to describe a character will be Jess. Let's meet Jess's character.
Well, can we do him first?
We absolutely
I'm
can.
with him.
Yes, you are.
They're together.
They're together.
Not in that
That is
Not in
true. Okay, so Jared first.
Okay. So Sir Helvengard Devengoth V. That is his full name. He is the 5th of his line. He is a tall, brawny, broad-chested, heavily armed and armored knight, complete with barded black stallion warhorse named justice. Under the plumed helm, he shows his smooth alabaster skin, square jaw, and perfect chin, complete with dimple. He sports a Prince Valiant haircut, which, for those of you that don't know, is about yay. Dark brown hair, as well as perfectly trimmed sideburns. His strong hands wield a teardrop shield in one hand and a lance in the other. On his shield, there's an emblem of a Gothic spire, which is his house, as well as a golden manticore, which is his queen. And then on his gauntlets, there's etched blue eyes on both of them for his god, Hel. I have more, but that's all I'll say.
No, he does.
You have like a full scroll.
Oh my God.
My lineage.
I love, yes.
I could go into the history of my family.
Sure he can.
Yes. How many other people are you representing on your arm?
Yes.
This one's from my
Okay.
grandma.
So riding on the front or back? What do you think? I feel like I'd be in the front, but I can go in the back if you want.
Whatever
Okay,
you want.
cradled between Helvengard's arms is a little boy. He's a rotund 7-year-old cherubesque boy with golden curly hair and fair skin and light blue eyes. And he's wearing a scale mail, chest plate and shoulder things, and brown trousers, and his favorite purple socks.
Oh my God. It's so difficult
sucks.
not to imagine like when people dress up their puppies in like hardcore, you know, metal demon-looking armor. It's like that's what he looks like. So he's so protected, but like he might be walking around a little bit like
Yeah,
that.
he's also chubby, so the scale mail's like straining against his like little belly.
Oh my boy.
And he has a little shield too,
Of course.
Oh my God.
but it's like kid-sized and has a sun on it.
It has a
little sun.
signia on it.
Rising
Okay.
sun, yeah.
Oh, the rising sun. Got it. Okay, and last but not least, also not of this world, and also
Is that a personal or?
a little, yes, so weird, and also tiny. Let's meet Ron's character.
Short by even gnomish standards, standing at 3 feet 3 inches tall. You have Ticormus Ego, also known by his friends as Egg, or his nemesis as Egghead. Good old. He has salty blonde hair that include a mustache, a short beard, and mutton chops. He wears gnomish goggles, both on and off. On occasion, does not appear that he needs them to see. He has a bald head that very much resembles an egg. He carries an orb in one hand at all times that he's constantly looking into. A vial of water that he swears has an invisible water bear inside of it. And a collared Scops owl as a familiar, whose name is Kismet. His clothes appear blonde and mundane. A brown vest with deep blue rat pants lead to pointy shoes. Excitable and knowledgeable, Ticormus Ego is determined to prove his general theory of everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay, amazing. What a wonderful party to
I
bring
s-
us into the Feywild.
Did
What's
I
up?
not say my name?
I don't know if you
No.
did.
Oh,
I don't think you
actually.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, because I heard you start saying egg, and I was like, oh, dang, I don't think I said my name. My name's Brick. Brick. Brick.
I love it. Okay, so before we even get into anything, guess what? We've got some pixie business.
I love pixie business.
some lights flicker, some dancing lights flicker all around until they actually make themselves known as pixies. And they drop off, I guess most importantly, a message from me. You are great. Thank you so much. You are. And then we also have some goods. We have
Yay.
some force of goods. We have 2 for Brick. One from follower of Fahima.
Yeah.
And one from @MickeyWolf19. And I'm
Mickey
new to
Wolf.
this, and they are these.
Rick.
They're the ones that say good. Okay. Those are for Brick.
Nice.
And we also have one good force of good card for Crow.
Oh, thank you.
And it is from Pytyrus Stormblade.
Thank you, Pytyrus.
There is for Crow. And that's our pixie business. Now, I will say that with this adventure, I think Lord Airband said, but we are starting all the way over. There's nothing banked for these players, so if you would like to support them or hinder them, feel free to go ahead and donate so that we can build that bank back up, because I know beforehand they were, sitting pretty. Okay, let's hear what the cards say.
All right, so my first one's called Charlatans Shackles. Stop, in the name of laughter. Shackle these to the wrist of any humanoid, and you may automatically puppet them, Weekend at Bernie style.
Oh.
+3, that's like a throwback to
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah. All of us, yeah?
Yeah, that was the callback.
+3 to deception checks, pretending they are still alive. 60-foot range, target must be willing or dead, or make a grapple check to engage. Cool. And then the second one's called There You Go, Kiddo. Oh, that's perfect. A confident and good father figure appears out of nowhere and helps you realize you can give 110% if you just believe in yourself. Multiply your next die roll by 110%. That's your new result.
Wow.
Amazing.
So that's like if I roll an 8, it's a
9. Or no, or 110%.
110%. So if you roll an 8, it's 10% more. So it's 8 plus rounding up 9. Yeah, it'd be a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, it would be
awesome.
plus 0.8. So 8.8.
Amazing.
Very cool. More math.
Yeah.
Matt Morgan, did you like that?
Yes.
Did you like what I did?
Well done, Amy. I feel like we're in good company. Mine is temporary tattoo. You apply a temporary tattoo of any animal you want onto your cheek. It grants you +2 to a skill of your choice until it wears off. Percentile die, number of minutes. Fascinating. I like it.
Yeah. Do you want to say what your temporary tattoo?
Oh gosh. So yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm doing it already, let's go with toad.
Yes, a toad. A toad's granting you +2.
Go with the toad onto my
Because it could be on your butt cheek.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But my left cheek, my face cheek, and then percentile dice number of minutes. 83 minutes.
83 minutes. That thing's not coming off for a minute.
Guess not.
For a while. We also have Sir Helvengard. You got a Force of Good card from @IconZ1.
Yes.
Yeah, Icon Z1.
Icon Z1.
Yes, these are very fun.
Icon. Hold on. Okay.
Icon,
Mine
read
is
that.
called The Sting. As strange as the Feywild is, you've been planning this attack your entire life. They never saw it coming. Your next attack that hits, you may add 1d6 to damage as if it were a sneak attack. Nice. Because dang, you sneaky.
That's good.
Yay!
Some leftover Civ action.
Yeah.
Oh man, amazing. Okay, so with that, you do find yourself inside the Mushroom Kingdom, as I described before, and you all see each other, but the satyr, Humdrum, is nowhere to be found. Everyone, roll a perception check. First roll of the game. We do have some advantages. We have Sir Helvengard. You have advantage from @Willem Blackrose.
Thank you.
Crow, you have advantage from @Fat Papa Power.
Thanks, Fat Papa Power.
Ego, you have advantage from @Lieutenant. Oh, yep.
Butt juice.
Butt juice.
We know him. We know butt juice.
I was told very specifically this is a family show. And so I am like so confused as to like what I'm allowed to say or what I'm not allowed to say. So,
It's kind of a dysfunctional family.
Dysfunctional family.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yes, and I was warned about this particular
Lieutenant
chat, by
Butt-Juice.
the way. Yes.
He's hoping to become Captain Butt-Juice someday.
Yes.
25 for me.
Amazing.
We're doing perception?
Yes, perception.
As a native of these lands, that makes sense.
I got a 22.
Could I perhaps use investigation?
Investigation? No, not really.
No?
You're not. I mean, yeah, you're not.
I'm not actually like
You're not like
actively
looking
lurking.
under leaves to find the satyr.
I got a 6.
A 6.
It's because I'm playing my horn.
Are you playing your horn right now?
Yes.
Amazing. What is it? Doesn't it do something when you play it?
It is creating an illusory effect of the pink glow that we're surrounded by right now.
Perfect.
Great.
I love it. So, Katie, what'd you get?
I got a 4, but Bart got a a nat 20.
But Bart's like pulling on your sleeve, and you're like, whatever,
Yeah, it
whatever.
work like that.
Okay, and an egg.
I got 10, but I just forgot that I have the owl who has really good perception.
Yes. Okay.
So.
We'll let the beasts go ahead and be able to perceive this. So the owl's pecking you on the cheek, and Bart is looking at you and like tapping you on the shoulder. But you're a little bit entranced with the wonderful music that you're playing. And these two, however, do notice that even though the satyr is not here, the satyr definitely was here and sees the hoof prints of what you would definitely realize as a satyr. You have known Humdrum before, so he is.
Goat-esque hoof
I guess with
prints.
a 25, he has been dragged further on into the Mushroom Kingdom. It definitely looks like he was waiting for you and then actually was dragged away. And
Deeper in, okay.
yeah.
Do I see the same thing?
You do, yes. You wouldn't necessarily. Yeah, you do actually. Yeah,
Okay.
the hoof prints,
I
everything.
see like signs of a struggle. Essentially.
signs of not even that much of a struggle.
Oh.
But oh boy, we have to do. Wait. Oh my gosh! This is unprecedented. I think Milo's bowl has been lit up enough times.
Wow.
Already?
Wow, that is fast.
I think this is left over from plenty of other times, but Milo's bowl just got lit,
Going
everybody.
off.
So we do have to
Force of evil?
Force of evil.
force of evil, but I get to determine who that is. So Crow.
It's fine. You can hit me.
What are you going to get?
always
Okay,
hate
thank you, Lord
I really
Araban,
do.
and your pet. Ooh.
Okay. Opposite day. One person in your party who can cast a healing spell does so. Choose the spell. Cast it on someone in your party. Opposite day, they lose that many HP instead of gaining them. Yes, your spell is spent.
Wait, but does
One person, I mean,
wouldn't it affect you though? Because it's your evil card.
sure.
I mean, it can affect me. I have healing.
I mean, but I had healing word prepped as well, so
I would say, Morgan, it's up to you if you want to choose your spell slot.
I'll lose the first level spell slot, and then we'll roll d4 plus my wisdom, and I will take it. That's 5 damage to start.
To yourself?
Yes, to myself.
So this is the first time we've seen you, and you turn and hurt yourself.
Yes, everybody's here in a group. You're all, assuming that you're here for the same reason, and you turn and look at the centaur who what? Like, oh, maybe it was when you were applying your tattoo.
Yes, I think so.
The water was just a little bit too hot to apply the
You have a temporary tattoo and a burn.
a bit of a burn. Yes.
And yes, so how far? Like these people have just walked out of a portal, correct?
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right. Okay. So
How far are we from each other?
I would say, yeah, you're. I mean, if you wanted it at a near distance, I would say within 20, 30 feet of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gus, do you know these people?
Are you all right? You look as if you're in pain.
Do you know these people?
No.
He didn't answer you.
No, I don't think he heard
You?
me. Excuse me.
Louder.
Yes?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
They look like they know each other.
Who are you? Who are you?
We're looking for
Who are you?
a goat man. Humdrum, I think is his name.
Oh, yeah. He's a satyr.
Ah, Satyr.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Have you seen him?
I have not. We also were told to arrive here by the goat man, as you called him.
Humdrum.
Certainly.
Humdrum.
Why is there a young boy with you?
Oh, he's with me.
Humdrum.
He's
You
a
shouldn't bring your son with you. It's
It
dangerous.
seems very inappropriate.
That's not
He's-
my dad.
a squire in training. Trust me.
All right. Well, we have business to attend to. These tracks seem to tell us that Humdrum has been taken in that direction, perhaps forcibly.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'm gonna like chunkily try to get off this horse.
I'll lower you off. Off of
Thank you. Let's take it underneath the armpits.
Yeah.
Put me down. Okay. I'm gonna
Careful, little
Wander-
one.
wander
These
over
are these are treacherous muds in this area.
and I'm gonna cure wounds. I'm gonna try to touch you. I'm gonna try to touch you.
Like I pull away a hoof.
I guess I'll like poke your. What? How tall are you? I'll
6'10", but I mean, yeah, there's legs.
poke like your abs or something.
Sure.
That are tastefully covered.
right.
So
Don't let the mini fool you.
Yeah, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Thank you.
So it's D8.
Yes. I mean,
I'm going
if
to
you
telepathically
yeah.
tell Kismet
Okay.
to fly high
Awesome.
to see if she sees any satyrs.
2
Amazing.
plus Whiz. That's 6 plus.
Oh,
some,
thank you.
Life.
That'll put me back at max. I appreciate
I'm
that.
just curious how much I actually can.
Thank you, small boy.
His name is Brick.
Thank you, Brick.
My name's Brick.
What's
your name?
As you all are talking, you do see this really beautiful black and white spotted owl that almost has almost like a raccoon's face, and it alights into the air and starts circling around almost predatorily, a little bit dangerously, but definitely sneakily, and you all just notice, yeah, its beauty.
Morgan and Katie, you guys would know that it's a collared scop.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you're nature.
We all
Okay.
see the owl?
You all, yeah.
Had I seen it on?
Yeah, it was on my shoulder.
Okay, so I've seen it. Okay.
16.
For
Perception.
Perception.
For the owl.
Okay, awesome. You do the owl very quickly comes back and nibbles your ear, which is very much its code for danger in the forest. Let's see. You.
Type of danger?
Oh yes. There's a skirmish.
Okay.
There's a skirmish, and they're moving away quickly.
How far?
He can communicate
You can see
that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Can you speak with him or
Oh
do you
yeah,
have
it's
another?
telepathic link.
It's telepathic link. Okay, so let's give him owl words.
Sure.
Few, many, capture, drag, past, fast, hurry, onward, goal.
Gus, we don't have
Goal,
time to
as
mess
in
with
like
these people.
Yes, I know.
an achievement of a thing?
No, more like your goal. Like follow.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what he tells you. She tells you,
Yes,
right?
yes, she, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a skirmish happening currently
A
about
battle?
that way. They are moving very fast. We should probably go.
I'll
Amy,
take off.
I'm gonna go down and look at what the tracks look like. Can I tell?
Absolutely, yes. So at this point, we'll just say that you can because you're actively trying to do this, and you're as a ranger. This is definitely a satyr being dragged away. It looks like there are plenty of footprints around as well. Somewhere between 3 and 6 different footprints. They all seem to be humanoid. His seemed to be the only dragged kind of satyr hoof prints. And at some point along the road, they do disappear at some point, as if they had picked him up and carried him on their way. That is what you know. Let's see, there's also, yes, you roll an investigation check,
Okay.
actually.
Yes.
We'll see if you notice this. You do have advantage!
I love advantage!
From at Fallstar, and we may as well give a good card back to Brick from at Fear the Traveler.
Ooh,
Fear the
Brick!
Traveler?
At Fear the
Fear
Traveler.
That's a cool name.
Love it. I got a dirty 20 on investigation.
Dirty.
Awesome. Then yes, you do notice there is a little bit of a black Icarus blood that you have not yet seen in your time in the Feywild on the ground. Unclear where it came from, but it is not normally Fey blood or
Suspicious that
yeah,
that
it's
would
like
be
a little
there.
milky. It's almost beautiful. This one is like, yeah, ichor-y and thick, dark,
I'll
black.
taste it.
It tastes
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay.
There's no other real way to say it. This is wrong. Why was that in someone's body? It's very unclear.
Okay.
Amy, when I see her do that, I'll go kind of, or Ego, excuse me, so used to being the other one. Apologies.
Bound to happen.
Apologies. Ego, or egg.
I
egg.
say all the same.
Did it to yourself.
Yes, I did. Ego goes over and does the same thing, like picks up. Can I?
No more.
No more?
Knowledge, no more. Knowledge, learn more from DM. Let's see.
I mean, I'm totally okay if that's not the case and it just tastes like blood. I'm totally all right with that too.
You're gonna be okay with it if it's not the case. I was gonna say if you're having an advantage. I think even with your culture, this is new and different. All you know is you've been here before, the Feywild. You've been to the Underdark. You've explored, you've plane jumped, and this is unprecedented. It tastes wrong and you spit it out.
Watching Gus and kind of seeing her reaction to that, I will draw my scimitar and I'm gonna start following. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and sorry, Jess, did you have something you wanted to do?
I have a
yes, the
force
good.
good.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to read the Force of Good card. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Gosh, you love rhymes. They're the best thing that could happen. Anytime anyone makes a rhyme for the next 15 minutes of gameplay, once per turn if in combat, the one person gains 1 hit point.
Wow.
Can I save this for when we
Actually
are
start
down on
combat.
hit points? Because right now I think
just
we're all
started,
full.
yeah.
Yep, you absolutely can.
Okay,
that's
thank you.
very fun. That's incentive for rhyming.
And Rick does want to do something also.
Okay.
Can you help me back up?
Yes, of course.
I'm also.
By the collar, by the scale mail collar.
Amy, is there enough blood that I could gather a
sample?
Sample of it in a vial?
If you would like to gather a sample, yes, you can take the time to do that.
Sure.
If everyone's starting to move, you notice, which it sounds like you are, you notice that the gnome is staying a little bit behind to gather some Icarus blood into a vial.
Excuse me, miss. You? Yes. Can you track this?
Yeah. Can you?
No, that's why I was asking.
All right, then follow me.
All right, I will.
Great.
What's your
Thank
name?
you.
I'll be right there. Scott gets the blood in the file.
This is the real Katie, by the way. She's like this
This
all
is
the
fight
time.
I have with Katie all the time.
Yep.
You don't get it.
So fun when you were like, so yeah, Lily's
Lily?
pretty social and like people like her. I want to do the opposite of that. Like, can't wait to see that. Okay.
She wants to be her real self.
Yes.
I will
lead
go up.
the fray.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the fray, and then also just so you know, because I am this ranger, I have this natural explorer ability. So everyone, I don't know if this is gonna be difficult terrain, but it doesn't slow our group.
Perfect. It would have been
they're with
difficult
me,
terrain.
yeah.
Yes, you're in a
So-
moggy bog.
And I can't get lost.
Boggy bog.
Except a moggy
Boggy
bog.
Boggy bog.
It's in a
In
miry,
this moggy
miry
bog, I
mire.
can't get lost.
Yes.
Unless by magical means. So
Okay,
that's up to you,
perfect.
but-
Awesome. All right, so let's speed this along, but let's see how fast you can get there. Will you roll a survival check?
Yep.
And
just her?
we'll make that. Yep. You're no advantage at the moment.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, first nat 20 of the game. That was so early.
Katie celebrating.
Oh no! Luck is on your
Does
side.
not care.
Yes, so perfectly, you track them. You notice, you actually even notice, I'll give you the as you move through the Mushroom Kingdom, a few sets of these humanoid footprints disappear. What is your favorite enemy?
Faye.
Yes, okay. Great. Yes, the few of the footprints disappear. There seem to be now only 3 carrying this, and their boots are sunken in, so it does seem like they are all 3 carrying carrying a something. It does seem heavy, so I don't know. You both would know about satyrs. They seem to be small, sprightly little folks with curly hair and horns. Not necessarily something that maybe a humanoid would need 3 of them to carry. So as you make your way through the forest, you do come across these, what seem like fallen elves or drow. They see you and immediately they start the satyr in their arms. This seems to be Humdrum. He has green, pale skin, brownish hair all over, brownish fur on his legs, and like a beefy boy. Like this guy's heavier and stronger and bigger than you ever thought a satyr actually would be. Satyrs normally have humanoid facial features. This is a little more snout-light, a little more goat-like. When he has told you he is the sire satyr, you kind of get the idea maybe it's because he's the biggest satyr you've ever seen. Meanwhile, though, these three drow have him in their clutches. They've noticed you, and I want everyone to roll initiative.
I'm gonna use my There You Go Kiddo card on this.
Fun.
Doing it.
Decormus.
Oh, we have some advantages to give away. We have Sir Helvengard from @Rocker. We have Brick from @MickeyWolf19.
Thank you.
Crow, you have advantage from @Fat Papa Power.
Yeah, Fat Papa Power.
What?
You have disadvantage from @Fat Papa Power. Oh, the watchers! They give it and they take it away.
Sometimes the same one.
Okay,
That's
Fat Papa.
fascinating.
That power in that name suddenly makes a lot more sense now.
Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
And Ego, you also have advantage from @Methos6960.
Thank you, Mythos.
Okay, so before I get your advantage, give me 1 second.
Oh, she brought material components.
Oh, snap.
This string is worth 100 gold.
It has special markings.
It has special markings, exactly. Okay.
Are there Smurfs anywhere?
Oh!
Are there small blue people
Oh, well, that's different.
living in these mushrooms?
Let's see. And we'll go here as well.
A cat and a
Oh,
grumpy
how
old
did
man.
that jump?
That's right.
Isn't there a blue humanoid race now?
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, well, there's Tritons and,
Yeah.
Okay, now I think we're good on that. Okay, so let me do advantage, or let me do.
You do advantage.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna give myself advantage.
I give myself
You can't
advantage.
stop me.
Wait, is that how it works?
she's drunk with power.
Yeah.
You didn't know you can just announce it and it happens?
Guys, I'm the new one.
You should try DM me.
Yeah.
It's pretty
All right, so everyone give yourself advantage, and then let's play. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then.
Oh, just so you all know, my socks are glowing purple with my light
Glowing?
cantrip. They're glowing, yes.
Cool.
Okay, anyone get 20 or higher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What? Who would y'all get?
Actually, Bert and I rolled the exact same. We both got 24.
Nice. What's your dex? What's your dex ability modifier?
3 plus 3.
Plus 3?
Yeah.
I got 20, not 24, so just 20.
Wait. What did you say?
24.
Oh. Okay. Well, did you?
You said
who'd you get the same?
As Bert. Sorry.
Oh,
I know.
Okay, so the way we'll do your familiar or companion is that they will just go on your turn,
Okay, cool.
no matter
Right.
what. But
Right.
y'all are of the same mind. That's
Same mind.
really
well, we got
adorable.
the same one
Sure.
anyway.
Okay.
So
All right. Yes, and then
20.
You got 20. Okay, so the egg. Then anyone got 15 through 20?
18.
18?
And a 15.
18 and 15. Okay, so Crow and Helvengard.
Devengoff.
Yes.
Fifth. Everyone chose one syllable names. Okay, and sorry, you said 15?
15, yes.
15, 18, okay.
start calling
And then
them.
anyone got, you
Rick got a 13.
got a 13, okay.
And
All
it's
right.
Not even yet 13.
Nope. It's only half that.
It's almost, yeah.
Little baby.
All right, great. So up first,
Do you need us to put our miniatures on?
oh, I would love to. Yeah, actually, me too. Okay, let's all put our stuff on here.
Just place
Where are
them.
we coming from?
You guys are all coming from this pathway through the Mushroom Kingdom right here, following the path. I imagine, you tell me if this is right, but I imagine that Gus
Is
Yeah.
first.
is first and
Yeah.
foremost
Yes.
into the fray
Yeah.
with Bart.
And then, unless you mind, I would like to be behind Gus on horseback.
Yeah, I would be near the front.
Near the front.
You want to be in front of me?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, sure. So I'll be right behind the centaur.
I love it. And then we've got the babies with, sorry, Not the baby.
I'm a baby.
You are?
Toddler.
Okay, all right. The bouncing cherubic lad is on horseback as well.
You're a babe.
You're on horseback as well, right?
Yeah, I'm in front of.
And then
being cuddled.
bringing up the rear because he couldn't help himself with the Icarus blood sample is Egg. Egg at the back. Now, I want. I guess I will allow you three, natives of the Feywild and a Feywild explorer. All of you may roll a perception check, and only Gus has advantage from at man-sized Puss in Boots. All right.
All right.
And we
Thank you.
also are going to give Ego a Force of Good card.
Oh,
Yay.
yeah. Who's it from?
Oh, sorry. Yes, this is from at Civ's Love Interest.
Siv's love
Which could be anybody,
What are we
right?
rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
Yes, perception.
12 for me.
Me or Owl?
Uh,
Does Owl get the roll? If not, it's fine.
no, this will just be you.
Cool. Wow, okay. A lot better than I thought. 22.
22.
19.
19. Okay, so you two immediately recognize these strings that I've placed. These are actually small little meadows of mushroom circles.
Okay.
That I guess you would have encountered before. You know that mushrooms, when they grow in small little mushroom circles, meadows, they do have extra effects for those who stand in them. Evil, good, you're unclear, but
Right.
they're a little bit special. The minute there are three.
Yeah, how do the drow look? Are they armed?
They are armed. They are in leather armor. They do look dark, evil. They kind of have this.
Oh my.
Look to their face, and the
Like gaunt, like they're
not
stretched?
necessarily. Yeah, like stretched, like as if it were a painting that someone painted,
Oh, wow,
and then
okay.
stretched the canvas just a little bit too,
Yikes.
a little bit too weirdly. So they're a little bit convoluted. I don't know that any of you have encountered drow before, but whatever they are, they look unnatural. You do know that that in the Feywild, I think it's common knowledge for all you three, that it's not uncommon to see Fae to see drow every once in a while show up and be like, this is our land now. And normally the pixies or the other Fae creatures just push them back down to the Shadowfell where they belong. But that is what you see. As soon as they see you, they're going to take a reaction at the very beginning and move into this mushroom circle and surround
They know what they're doing.
the big muscular satyr.
The beefy boy.
The
which
beefy boy
I'm never
who
getting
is
out of
not
my head
wearing as
now.
much armor as you.
Amy, I do have a card to read that we haven't read
You
yet.
do.
And
I just like giving people stuff and not letting them actually.
and I also have a question, but I'll do this first. So,
Okay.
whose password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I need an adjective.
Furry.
Furry.
Sure.
And I need a noun.
Fur.
Fur. Okay.
Very fair.
So you
Inspired.
correctly guess an enemy's passcode, which it's furry fur. How'd you know? Add 1d6 to your next damage roll.
Nice.
Yeah. I also have in terms of the effects that those rings give us, will my knowledge in Arcana and the knowledge of mushrooms give me any insight into any of that?
I will let you choose one and give you a knowledge arcana check.
I will
Tell
do the white circles.
I said one.
Let's do the one they're in.
The one they're in.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Do you have advantage? No.
No. No?
Nope.
It's just a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Ooh, not bad.
That, yeah.
Those fancy dice, yeah?
The fancy dice, yeah, they are so
dice.
good.
Sparkly.
Yeah, sparkly. They have the diamond sparkles.
Oh, like
Okay. That would be 22.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, actually, in your journeys in the Feywild before, you've run into these exact mushrooms, blue caps, and they provide inside the circle anyone standing there +2 to AC.
Perfect.
Oh.
So we don't have to actually always go through it.
Yeah, and
Very
that's
excitedly
the
tell you,
mechanics.
oh, so these are the blue caps. They help you protect you. Yeah, you should stand in there.
Thank you.
It's pretty common knowledge that when these drow come up, they're enemies to people in the Feywild, pretty much.
You especially would know that, yes.
Yeah.
It's one of these kind of pest things, like termites or rodents in the material plane. It's like, oh, this again. Well, what are these guys doing?
Right.
You know, they don't. You know that you've picked them off from time to time. They don't look particularly dangerous. A little bit, yeah, just normal. But yeah, what are they doing with your satyr friend? That you don't know. But you've come in contact with drow before.
Great. I'll start walking towards them and knock an arrow and shoot the one closest to me.
Okay.
Wow.
That is, yes, that's right, because you're initiative first. Okay, awesome. So how far would you like to move?
How far away from us? They're like 60?
See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, yeah, 50.
So I'll move like 30 feet.
Okay.
And
Are you
then-
venturing into any of these circles?
no.
Okay.
I wouldn't know what those are, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. You want to go straight there? 15, 20.
Yeah. That's about there is good.
Okay, cool.
And then so with my longbow, that's a 23.
Nice.
A 23, even with their bonuses, definitely going to hit.
Nice shot.
Yes.
Bold move. Front line. Did you see your hair was silver?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Both of our hairs.
I know. That was not planned. So 6 points of damage.
Awesome. Okay.
And then Bert would have moved with me at that point.
Absolutely.
And
Is
he
his
did-
speed the same as yours?
Yes. And so as long as he's within 30 feet,
Okay.
that's what I want him to be so he can throw a rock at one,
20, 25, 30. We'll move him up a little bit.
I'll probably at a different one.
Okay. Sorry, you attacked this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll throw a rock over here.
Yep. That's not as good. So that would be a 14.
A 14 will just miss. So in the throes of battles, you definitely identify them as your enemy, and without pause, your ranger friend basically sniffed down, looked at the ichor, put it in her mouth, tasted it, and went onward. She ran forward as you followed behind, and she like very cinematically pulled an arrow out of her bow, and right as she skidded to a stop, baseball style, pulled and knocked the arrow, let loose, and immediately got this guy right in the belly. As far as you're concerned, money shot. This wound begins oozing the black ichor that you saw before. As you move closer to, you also see that not only this was the first wound that this person has taken, and the black ichor before seemed to have come from the satyr. At least you do see an open wound on his arm.
Okay.
Meanwhile, her ape companion, her Fape, if you will, her Fey ape, in his glimmering coat, runs forward with her and also does one of those, baseball kind of slides.
Yeah.
Picks up a rock and hurls it. It goes a little wide as he also tries to miss the satyr. So the other drow just turns and hisses, and with its gaunt, pulled face goes, she will take you.
When he misses, I'm gonna look at him and be like,
really? Okay. Well,
Pull your weight.
I don't say anything, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, so he just did this and like kind of went,
Yeah. Too confident because
he looks at you and just kind of beats his chest and and like you get the sense that like, I'll get him next time.
Yeah.
Who's up?
Disappointed mother. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so next we have Egg.
Okay. Egg is going to cast a spell, and the verbals of that spell are invisible threads are the strongest ties, and he disappears.
5.
Yeah, I mean, he's invisible. He's just invisible.
Awesome. Okay.
And then I'm going to move...
Rude.
The other little guy.
5.
little one,
Okay.
I'm going to move 25 feet towards the big white circle of mushrooms.
Perfect.
That one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Hopefully I won't run over you.
It's a Feywild. There is friendly fire.
There is friendly fire. Oh, we don't have a mini for the owl. Just got to do that. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's it.
Okay, well, no, would you like your owl to do something?
Yeah, I
Just
mean...
because there's no menu doesn't mean...
Fair.
We don't have our imagination.
She has a flight speed of 60. From where I'm at right now,
Okay.
are the
Yes.
drow
5, 10,
at 60?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah.
She is going to fly by and attack with her talons.
Amazing. Okay, so she, which one? The one that's already been harmed?
Yes, and however many feet it gets there, after that she'll fly by an additional...
Yeah, she'll actually still be near.
Near him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. As she flies by, I'll give her another 5 feet so she's not directly in.
Yeah, okay. It's a melee attack, so...
Although I'll let you choose, actually,
sure.
because this is so diagonal.
Yeah.
Also fly, you know that in this circle of mushrooms, she'll get like the bonus AC that you've identified, or she moves out of it and a little bit out of melee.
Right. I'm really okay with it being outside. I'm all right with that, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, what is it? What's her attack?
Sure, her attack is just talents.
Okay.
And assuming it's not advantage, and 19?
Wow.
19 will hit.
Does fly by
She takes 1 slashing damage.
Cute.
Does fly by mean that she doesn't invoke
Does not provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's square.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Is there anything... Actually, she did her attack, so never mind. Next round.
Okay, the drow, it's the drow's turn, these 3, and they seem to be communicating with each other, beginning to chant, serve our queen, serve our queen, serve our queen. And they actually start pummeling into the satyr.
Oh. As in like punching?
With their swords, yes. Yes.
Sword punches.
You know, pommel pummeling.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Pommel.
Exactly.
Pummeling, yeah.
And they...
That's scary.
Not good.
Jared, you're very clearly a martial expert, yes? Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure. Like, there's not like a bow or anything, it's just you have shield and...
I have javelins.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yes, so all 3 of them, actually you can see the satyrs knocked out and previously injured as well. And as they start just jabbing their swords in, 3 short sword wounds hit him in his mushy parts as they are chanting, serve our queen, serve our queen. And they do make eye contact with both of you and kind of look away for it seems like they're also communicating with other beings as well. Crow, you are up.
All right. I'm more than 40 feet away from them, I think. Yeah, probably.
Crow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, can I charge? No, okay. All right, so I am going to see what's happening, shout, release him! And run to the left, to up the hill, right around there. Maybe fanned out a little bit from Gus, but yeah, ish. Yeah, that's good.
5, 10,
and 40 feet of distance. So.
30, 35, 40.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to cast Moonbeam on, it's a 5-foot radius cylinder coming down.
You druids, yes. Okay, so
on those 2, if they're within 5 feet of each other, which kind of looks like they are.
Yeah, absolutely. These 2 right here that can.
Yeah, I'll try to keep a humdrum out of it.
Okay.
But just kind of.
Yep, you can definitely do that. What's the radius for Moonbeam?
It's like 120 feet, so yeah.
So it's like you center it over here. And
yes, yeah, basically. But it's only the 5-foot radius of the cylinder itself.
Okay.
So it just, yeah.
Yeah, totally great. Is there anything else you wanted to try to do with your, and that just automatically hits, right?
The con save.
A con save, okay.
Con save of 14.
Perfect.
You're
Let's
gonna
see
take
if
2d10.
Okay. Okay, actually 1 does save, so half damage, right?
Yes.
And
14 is the total, and 7 for the one who succeeded.
okay.
And yes, and if they happen to be shape changers,
Gotcha.
the ones who fail, they instantly revert to their original form.
Perfect.
But yes, so this moonbeam comes down in a 40-foot cylinder.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So yeah, you center your spell over here, where there are no circular mushroom meadows, and there are no satyrs to injure. And these two get caught up in your moonbeam. The short of it is they go down. The long of it is right before they do, the sky that does not have a sun or a moon somehow does part, and a fabric of the sky opens up, winks at you, and then kind of glows as a cylinder from the sky does lean down, and it just looks like glittery, silvery, magical cylinder, lights them up like a flashlight.
And my white silver hair looks awesome.
Yes, it also like provides, this cylinder provides some wind as, you're able to like sweep it back from behind your shoulders. And what you do see is these drow that you have experienced before as well, being from the Feywild, that have tried to enter your centaur community. They blink into the most beautiful elves you've ever seen. You would know them as Eladrin. Right before and so they blink into that. They kind of look at you. They're gone. They're like drawn face and like hollow eyes. Relax as they look at you and reach out and smile and perish. And at that moment, the ichor that seems to have poured forth from them, the moonbeam didn't cause them to bleed more, but it did. It seems like their veins turn black. It reverts them all the way back to this drawn face. The pattern in it isn't veins, though. The pattern is swirls, spiral shapes. It reminds you of, a ripple in a pool as opposed to actual veins that creep. And it's all over their body as it ripples out and like they freeze in the ugliest form of themselves. And when that happens, you recognize that the Eladrin, or what these are, actually are Fae and not Drow.
So they reverted to Eladrin and then came back to their gaunt, creepy Drow selves?
That's right.
Okay.
Like their true selves,
Yes.
You've cast this spell before.
Right.
Their true form is Eladrin. There's just something that was unreachable from your spell that didn't quite.
Sure.
They seem poisoned in some way.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it took out both of them?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yes. Dead.
Wow. Is there one left?
Dead.
Yeah, there's one.
There is one left. And the satyr. Okay, so Helvengard, you are up.
Do I see all of that?
Everyone sees all of this.
Okay.
Yes, the moonbeam lights it up for everybody. This is no secret.
That is very weird.
Where did that voice come from?
Yes, that's quite odd.
From beneath the cap of another mushroom.
I'm going to say,
He's still invisible.
Yeah, I'm still invisible.
Oh yeah, and you're of course.
I'm going to say to you quietly, if I get you close enough, can you heal him?
Yes.
Good.
How fast can Justin?
Charge!
Yeah! Justice.
How does that?
I almost made it. I'll go ahead and dash and get all the way there.
Oh, you're getting that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? If I do a dash, I can charge him.
7-year-old boy with you.
I'll just
Okay.
skewer the last of the, because nobody explained to me that it's Eladrin and I don't know what that means.
Okay.
So I'm just going to run him over.
Yes.
Ouch.
Wow.
Here he comes. So, yes, this is 3 characters in one. What a move. Justice peels away from the group as, this shielded and armored knight rushes forth and...
Oh, I actually have... Nah, I'll trample him too, that's fine.
You have advantage from at ZMan9018.
Sweet.
Wow.
Okay, so the lance is an 18.
To hit?
Yeah.
You hit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And let's do 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay.
And the horse gets a trample attack.
Oh,
it's
man.
hers.
Amy, could we tell what type
Which
of
misses.
Eladrin?
Yes, Summer
Thank you.
Eladrin.
Thank you.
Oh.
So the horse misses.
The horse misses?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well,
Maybe let's see if you got another one.
it's would be a
Wait, I think is this another one?
another advantage.
Yes, you actually have another advantage
Oh, sweet.
for your horse. Advantage. This is from at Methos6960. And I've been corrected by the Pisky Business Sealy Court. It is Mythos. Mythos 6960.
That is a 14.
A 14 to hit. Okay, yes, he still misses.
Okay.
But this drow / Eladrin / who knows what he is sees the charge coming forth, and even in his disfigured, blemished form, looks up and does not want any part of this horse who reared up and tried to grab him. He releases the hold that he had on the satyr, who actually is blinking and coming to, and still gaunt, still unable to communicate. You see this person shift their eyes over here.
I see.
And this person, Lance, I mean, it may as well be gutting him all the way through, the soft, squishy cavity of his body. Almost, it seems like maybe you just missed his spine, so he's still alive, but barely.
Good.
Black ichor, totally there, bleeding out, beautiful. And that brings us to.
Brick.
Actually, it does not. It brings us to another. It brings us to this other Eladrin hiding back here
Uh-oh.
to see what would happen.
Type? Sorry. Amy, type?
Sorry?
Type?
All summer.
Cool.
Well, actually, this does still look like a drow, so it's it's unclear. But
Got it.
Gotcha.
the two who were revealed by the moonbeam.
It's a Draladrin.
Eladrin.
Eladrin.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's a multi-class.
they make it easy for you. But they come out and attack the centaur, actually. So they kind of peer from behind a mushroom stalk, and in a blind rage, pretty desperate it seems, comes to attack you. So let's see how they do. Do I have? Okay. Y'all are not the only ones who get advantage. This advantage is from at Q Sellers, who, and apparently it's for any enemy I want, and I choose this one. So thank you so much, at Q Sellers.
Amy, before you roll,
Yes.
sorry to ruin you. I have
Haven't
ruined
ruined.
this advantage for you, I mean.
Okay.
I have a feature of being a divination wizard called Portent. I get to roll 2 d20s prior, which I've already done, and I get to choose on any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these foretelling rolls.
Okay.
I have to choose before you roll,
Okay.
and I replace that roll once per turn. I can do it twice per day.
Okay.
Right now, you get a nat 1.
Nice port and roll.
Okay, really great port and roll. Give me that advantage back, because it's no longer
I only
counts.
followed about half of that, but it sounded bad.
Yeah, Portent is pretty good for you. Okay, so like I said, the gaunt, drawn face is lit up with rage, seeing his fallen friends fallen, and runs up to you and immediately is just like a little caught. Obviously, he's wearing robes in the murkenmire of the mushroom bog, and swings wildly and misses. Maybe his short sword swinging down by your hoof, but totally missing you.
Brick, when that happens, you hear him say, "I don't believe that you are real."
So Brick is up. Brick is up
Is that Brick in there? I thought she was back there.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, no.
So then no one
This
would
is-
have heard.
No, Actually, but your friend,
So then
yeah,
you would have heard it.
You would have heard it, because yes, this
Maybe
guy-
me.
Yeah.
Honestly, Brick, you can hear it too. If you want to.
Don't believe that you're real.
Young ears.
Totally fine. Okay, so then now we have Brick.
Okay. Brick is going to reach out, like kind of wince and reach out one arm and let out a sacred flame on this drow right in front of him.
Okay.
So that's,
Dex save.
yeah, dex save.
Dex save. All right, Brick, you aren't rolling, but next time you do have advantage, okay? Next time you have
great.
Okay. Rah! Okay, so I got a 6 total.
Saving
Yeah, that's save. I mean, it doesn't save. I save.
Yes.
Oh, that's a really nice.
I lose very badly.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to say 18.
This is crazy.
Yes.
I was told that.
Welcome to
I
the
was
table.
told yes, and I've seen these episodes. And you just always have advantage. This is fun.
Well,
For
there's,
level 5,
there's
so
a
you get to roll
couple
that twice.
people that watch that give us disadvantages to cancel those.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, Pat Papa.
What the heck?
Morgan's boss.
Awesome.
Yeah, you get
Hey.
2d8 at level 5.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, yes. 13 radiant damage.
13 radiant damage.
Wow.
All right.
With a
So,
lance.
At the same time, he's gonna reach out his
dangerous
other
baby.
hand and go, "It's gonna be okay." And he's gonna cast a healing word on with his bonus action on the satyr.
I don't know. I
'Cause one's
don't
a
know that you can-
cantrip.
Oh, one's a cantrip. That's an action.
Sacred Flame is an
It's a
action
with an action. Then you can
Yes,
do it. Okay.
yes, yes.
All right. Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So all that happens. Tell me how much damage this
Dang.
drow.
13 radiant, and then I'll roll for the healing word,
Dang.
Dang.
which is
No, I said healing.
Seven.
No, healing.
8, 9, 10 healing.
Dang.
Okay.
Ah, there we are. Much better.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
best.
Dang.
Yes. Perfect. Okay.
Brick came to play.
Yeah, Brick sure did come to play. This drow has just seen the light of the moon, alight and wink down upon his friends, and basically says, "I hate the moon." And then all of a sudden, radiant damage shines forth from your hands, and as it crackles and burns, does not sink back into its Eladrin form. It says, "I also hate the sun," and completely perishes and burns in the light of both of the sky deities that you know from the material plane, but not yet from here. Also, the satyr, who had kind of fallen when dropped by this drow, and you'd seen him kind of blink awake, and with the healing word, some of his wounds seem to close back up, and he's still prone, but yeah, you can tell that you definitely did help him quite a bit.
Well done.
Thank you.
He makes eye contact with you and says, "You're here. You're here." He's got bovine teeth. All right. He's got goat teeth.
Faces. Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
This Feywild is terrifying. I should have stayed in the material plane.
Beautiful. Still terrifying.
Beautiful and terrifying.
Not mutually exclusive.
Yeah,
To
it's not.
behold. Okay.
Surprisingly not.
And out of
That Eladrin drow is still alive.
Yeah, you got one last one.
Trying to kill me.
the
Oh.
mushroom cups, kind of appearing on top of maybe like a short one, like a 5 foot, laying down even and drawing its bow. You see another drow character
Fancy one.
Yeah.
has joined the fray.
A fancy drow.
A fancy drow, and she lets loose. She actually lets loose an arrow.
Who's she shooting at?
She's shooting at the satyr.
Oh no!
She's shooting at the satyr.
Do more healing.
Good thing you're a life.
Okay, and I do have advantage.
Yeah. I'm not taking it. I got another one.
Have
No,
advantage
it's yours.
from
It's all yours. Yeah.
at Q Sellers. Hello and thank you. Borks. No. Okay. No bueno. that actually, it buffs. So
So we just see an arrow go whizzing by.
you do see an arrow go whizzing by. I guess that there is a lot of, he does have a lot of cover, and he is lying prone amidst the other drow. You hear cursing, and then you see her jump down, and well, I guess you can tell she's running that way. She's running towards the north.
Okay.
Any visual effect to her stepping out of the circle?
Any visual effect?
Like a visual magical effect?
Nope, no
Cool.
visual magical effect. Stepping out of the circle, but that circle is still there. Okay, now we're back to the top. We've got Gus.
All right, so I'll see her running.
Yes.
Yeah, so then I would clock another arrow.
And by the way, this is your favorite enemy again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So clock another. I guess, is there anything I would know about that would make me not want to?
No, you like killing it.
Yeah.
You very much.
Yeah.
You want it dead even more now.
Clock another arrow at her.
Okay.
And she's not more than 120 feet from me.
Definitely.
She is not more than 120 feet.
I love that you live
You
in
have
Fae.
advantage
And
from.
you hate Fae.
Who do you have advantage from? Oh, at Hazimus.
Hazamus! I'll take advantage.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So that would be a 19.
A 19 to hit.
Right.
You do hit.
Great.
You do hit,
Get
and
it,
this is your
Longbow.
longbow. Yep.
So that is the wrong dice. I was like, that's so much damage. So that is 5 damage, and then as a bonus action, so 5 damage from the arrow. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns,
Okay.
which is a concentration spell. So as long as I don't take damage, it goes.
Absolutely.
And then what that does is, the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack, each creature within 5 feet, which is no one, must make a dexterity savings throw. A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the next time that you do damage to it. But okay, great. And you cast Hail of Thorns on your bow?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I guess the other one was already dead, though. That it was also, there was a arrow in that one too.
Right.
Right. So
Never mind,
this turn, no additional damage to the
but next time it
sniper running away.
Has to make a dexterity savings throw for a d10.
Okay, so as you clock her, she runs away and she turns around. She clocks you, the drawn face, once more, and she turns and goes. You can see her counting you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
Seems totally normal. I wasn't even worried about that.
yeah,
At least past her.
she no longer can move. But yeah, you can tell that she's on her way out.
And then I guess Bart would throw a rock at her. Would
Yeah, Bart's gonna throw a rock. Okay.
go forward.
Okay.
So he's within 30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy. Can
Throw
do.
a rock. So that would be.
But before he does he look for any sort of affirmation from you?
Can I do this?
No, he just sees what I do and he goes up and does it. Yeah, so
Okay,
then
well,
that's it.
as he does, he rolls his eyes as well.
Okay, great. 19.
19 to hit. 19 does hit.
Okay, great. And then
Did you have advantage? It doesn't matter. You made it.
I did it. Okay. And then he does an additional 5.
He does an additional 5 damage. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, you can tell that just based on like how easy you were able to kind of take out the first two, that this one is sturdier, and even though built thicker with better armor, and even though you did wind up piercing some of their armor, the grin that it shoots back at you lets you know that this one will not go down as easy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the rock itself it did bruise, but not even.
Not very much.
Not very much. Didn't break skin. So, great work. I think Bart looks back and gives you a little bit of like a snort, like.
Right, and I'll very discreetly give him a thumbs up.
Yeah. All right. Bard is satisfied. Okay.
But I want to make sure no one else saw that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm loving this look on you.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Egg, your turn.
Egg is gonna move. Is it 10 feet to the red circle?
Over here? Yep.
Yeah.
10
What
feet
does
to the
that
red
do,
circle.
Amy?
10.
Egg's over here just like waltzing around.
Okay.
What does this do?
Yes.
What
Perfect.
does this do?
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay,
Oh
great.
no.
Is it a magical effect?
This.
That's not wisdom, intelligence, or charisma, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would.
Advantage or no?
You do have advantage. You do have advantage. Why do y'all even ask anymore?
Well, because people
Egg,
give it.
advantage from At Fear the Traveler.
At Fear the Traveler Reaper. Okay. Okay.
Is that a
Thank
Critical
you.
Role reference?
You saved me from a nat 1. That would be a Constitution save of.
Not very much.
Add 0, in fact. So 17.
17 saves. You feel as soon as you step in, the spores of this fungus kind of fly through the air. They poof out. It's this gaseous green spore, like noxious green, like yellowy green.
Yeah.
And, they kind of make this wheezing sound, almost as if like an accordion you stepped on, and poof, everything flies up. But you have seen this before, and you plug your nose in all the orifices that it could get in. Close your eyes and bat your hands around until you are free from it. This was about to do something very nasty to you.
To my body.
To
Cool.
your, yes.
I
to
will
your body.
5 feet step out of it
Okay.
and
Bye.
cast a fireball on the big one over there.
On the big one. Okay, and what's the range on that? Wait,
100
this big boy
Nope,
or that big boy?
that big boy.
Okay, great. 5,
I
10, 15, 20, 20.
120 feet, I believe.
Yeah, you got it.
Holy cow.
Are you doing it on the
150, in
the
fact.
circle of mushrooms or her?
Her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I want to keep, it is 20-foot radius.
Okay. So you wanna leave
I want to
Bart
leave
and your
enough.
friends.
Yeah, everyone else, you know.
You can
fine.
totally do
Cool.
that. You can make that.
When he does that, he drops from invisibility.
Okay.
And everyone hears him says, "We cannot tear out a single page of our life, but we can throw the whole book in the fire," and releases the fire. So I need a couple of D6s, guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and I is this a dex save for me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
Is that Fahima I hear?
Doesn't sound like her at all.
No, it does not.
You heard
gonna-
that? Yes. Go for it.
As you're saying that, I'm going to slowly turn my head back and look at you. And then turn back around.
Oh, dadgummit. All right. Does a 10 save?
No.
Gosh.
Holy moly.
Is that all metal dice?
6.
8d6? Is that how many for
Yeah, for fireball?
8d6?
Yep.
All right.
Because I'm casting it at a 3rd level.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, not perfect.
It's perfect, I
great.
promise.
Yeah.
So that's 18, 24,
Dang.
25, 33.
33.
Fire damage.
You poof back into.
Yes.
Yeah, I poof it out of invisibility. Yeah.
Okay, you see this very skilled, much more skilled than the other three. Despite the poison that seems to be, blackening her skin, she rolls and tries to dodge out of the way, but the fireball kind of does a curveball and catches her right off guard. So it lands smack dab right in her face, and she, the land around her, she all catches with magic fire. As it burns out, you can actually see that, yes, it did, in fact, do a lot of damage to her. And she's batting at her cloak as she's trying to run away.
Still up.
She is still up.
Also, anything else in the world that's flammable ignites in flame.
Okay. I will say, it is a fungal bog. So, yeah, for a bit, you will have done damage to the wildlife. Yeah. You do know that in this land, sometimes doing damage to the wildlife is actually doing damage to a sentient, humanish type of something with feelings and family. And you did it anyway. So that happens. Nothing. It doesn't look like anything wakes up or is coming towards you at the moment. Cool. But I wonder if you feel a bit of remorse. We don't know yet. Great. Egg. That one's dead, so he doesn't go. So Crow.
So I've got this drow attacking me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Entangle on it because I don't want it to. I don't want this one to get away.
Now
either.
you are in melee range.
Yes, it's not a ranged attack. It's just.
It just happens.
So it's starting with a grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range.
Okay.
I'll try to put it like in front of me, basically, in a square in front of me.
Okay.
A creature in the area needs to make a strength saving throw, or it's entangled until the spell ends.
A strength saving throw, or it is entangled. Okay, where are my advantages at? All right, strength. Oh dang. Okay. Wait, this is a better boy.
Still can.
I need a new die. An 8. I imagine does not save.
Entangle it. No, it does not. Sorry, no, you're right.
Okay.
I could have moved my moonbeam, but no, I'm casting.
You could have.
First time druid.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that because they're both concentration. So I'm going to entangle it and try to. So it is now restrained.
Okay.
And it can try to make its action to break it next time. But yeah, so I am going to Sylvanas, show them what wild is, and
absolutely.
Did you just say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As these mushrooms kind of they lit on fire, they shook it off. Some of them dug deep into the murky waters, and then it appears as some of them did turn and glare at you. These mushrooms actually respond to your Sylvanas calling and seem to grow extra limbs, more than is beautiful. So each mushroom kind of grows a few, some a dozen, and it does entangle with this fungal sinewy thread, white and orange and yellow, a little gross, but it does entangle this drow, kind of gripping their arms to its side like a mushroom straitjacket.
Yes, exactly.
And a fun little mushroom cap pops up on top.
So its speed becomes 0. It has disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against it have advantage. And it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But yeah.
Okay, so restrained, totally restrained.
That's really all I can do with my turn.
Is that it? Oh. Okay, no, that's amazing. So this drawn face looks at you and says, "I don't care. You must take me. I no longer wish to be like this." And let's see. So, Crow, Helvengard, you're up.
How much of this do I see? I realize there's explosions going off. So do I see?
You see, yes, anything. Let's see. So I don't think you see this fun moment happen back here. You definitely saw this explosion, and
she survives that fireball.
She absolutely survives that fireball.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And do I see this interaction back here? Or am I too busy with...
Fireball just went off.
I will say that's up to you. I mean, you did just kill someone, so you might be looking at your next target. Right. So I imagine a pivot of a head is totally fine.
So I'll just assume that I don't know about all of this back here.
Okay.
Do you want to protect the satyr?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to drop you off, and then I'm going to cut this chick.
I imagine that you have if he is picking you up by the scruff of your neck or scale mail armor, that when he tosses you or just disbands you from his horse, that you kind of have a fun little bounce on your bottom that you do, where you just kind of bounce and then you're back up, very cherubic as if it were on a cloud.
And similar to a fat cat, there's just a friendly thud. That happens.
Yeah. Oh, and the mushrooms can actually soften your blow, and they kind of pillow up and catch you as you bounce a little bit and make it to your feet. And you continue Helvengard all the way over there?
I ride Justice around and then point back towards the female drow. Female?
Yes,
okay.
She's female.
Lady
and
drow.
I'll
Lady drow.
Lower my
They're always more powerful.
lance at her and say, "I don't wish to kill you, but if you don't surrender now, I will be forced to run you through."
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm giving her a chance to surrender.
Absolutely. I want you to make an intimidation check.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Or persuasion, whichever one you would like.
Can I assist him?
And you have advantage.
No, never mind.
And high Tyrus Stormblade.
Well, the fireball.
Right.
Tyrus Blade.
Well, I rolled terribly. I got a 13.
A 13.
Which
Okay.
is probably not going to do it.
Okay. You don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, her sunken eyes.
I mean, she did just get hit by a fireball.
Do not blink.
So that might
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit of that weird, almost jokery grin is still plastered on her from what is your name?
Gus?
Yeah, Gus's attack. Okay. And then so you dropped her off, and do you have any more? No, that's your action, huh?
Yeah, I'm essentially. I mean, that's my turn, but I'm
Okay.
essentially holding my attack.
What she does do, and you do notice that she is, you seem to think that you've made the right choice. She's definitely heading right in your direction.
Okay.
But it's unclear if you intimidated her. You definitely used your big booming god voice, so you're very proud of yourself. Okay.
Very proud of myself.
Big proud paladin
Yes,
boy.
okay.
I puff out my chest and everything.
You really do. All right, so we have this warrior drow is going to need to break through the fungal restraint that it is in. So
Yes.
let's make a
Strength saving throw.
strength saving throw. And I have advantage from @fectious
Aw, fectious.
You're fine.
because life isn't always pain.
No, it is not.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Sure enough.
Wonderful, wonderful, pisky business. Okay. What am I doing? A
Strength saving
strength
throw.
saving throw with advantage. Thank the deities. No! I rolled a 3 twice. Where's like dungeon run beginner luck here? Okay, so absolutely
us.
not.
We get that.
Okay, y'all got the beginner's luck. Got it. Okay, so yeah, the fungal. Here's what can happen is these fungal mushrooms are a little bit sentient, and they have decided that they are going to be a mushroom with a drow inside it. And wouldn't that be fun? What like form a little Twinkie. So it's they've wrapped around and gathered more, and you can tell that they're summoning their friends and recruiting them like.
I'm nodding approvingly.
Guys, this is fun. Come on, we're all gonna be a Twinkie. And puffs out, and the cap on its head gets bigger, and it is even more restrained than it was before. Perfect. Cool. Now, Brick's turn.
Alrighty, I would like to enact my teamwork makes the dream work card from Fear the Traveler.
I love it.
So y'all, once per turn, if you make a rhyme, one person gains HP, that person is going to be our friendly satyr.
Got it.
So I'll say,
It's okay. I'll be in the way.
and I'll like crouch over the satyr, because he's still on the ground, right?
That's right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna hold my little baby shield over us with the intention of like, hopefully adding AC to an attack, which already should be happening in the
Yeah, you're
thing.
providing cover. You're absolutely providing
Yeah.
100% cover.
And then I'll also cast protection against evil and good.
Okay. Amazing. And what does that do?
That will give them, he'll be protected from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead. They'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against them.
Okay.
They also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay, awesome. All right, so yeah, you shield him, and I think you only did, so that was one hit point of damage for that rhyme, right?
One. Healing.
Healing.
So yeah, or
When I said yes, that's what I meant, yes. So you healed him for
15 minutes
1
of
hit
gameplay.
point. For 15 minutes of gameplay, great.
Yeah, we'll mark what
that'll
time
get
it
us
is.
through. Okay, perfect. And
7:37.
all right, this person, let's see. She's going to.
What's she gonna do?
What's she gonna do?
Bad drow.
I'm gonna say.
What's she gonna do?
Dang it. Okay, she. Okay, she's going to attempt. you're blocking her way. There's like a cliff on the edge, so she's gonna actually. She kind of looks at you, gets into a very athletic stance, runs forward, and is going to attempt to dive between your horse's legs,
Wow.
while also slicing upwards. Do you have Justice's stats?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Do I get to attack her since I have reach with my lance and I can just dip it down?
I'll call this, yes, you can have an attack of opportunity, but
Okay.
she also does get to attack you.
Okay.
She actually has two short swords, and she's going to try to slice on her back, lay down, slide, and slice both of them up into the gut of your horse.
Brutal.
Okay. Oh, yeah, now we're back. Okay. All right, so first attack.
She wants to kill some
First
horses.
attack, 20. First attack, I know. How terrible. Like, if the only damage that we get to do this time is like to someone's familiar. Okay, 25 to hit and
Yes.
then 14 to hit.
Whoa.
14 does not hit.
14 does not hit.
nice.
Perfect.
He's got chain barding on, so.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, amazing. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Okay.
You have advantage, though.
Justice has advantage?
Justice has advantage from man-sized Puss in Boots. Thank you, man-sized Puss in Boots.
He does not make his save.
No, Justice.
Okay.
Are you non-combatant?
He
Do you have the feet?
No.
Okay.
he takes 24 poison damage.
24?
Yes.
He is down.
Okay.
So am I. Because I'm
You're off
top
the
of
horse.
him.
That's right. Okay, cool. So
Do I still get the lance attack or no?
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, the horse falling would have kind of rendered you trying to stand up. So he is now not only below hit points, but also poisoned. Good news, no black ichor coming out of his body. I am sure you were looking for it.
I need
But
to make a save as well because I
Okay.
fall off of him when the horse gets
Okay,
dropped.
awesome. What save is that?
Dex.
Dex.
Bad draw.
You do have advantage.
What you gonna do when they
from
come
at
for you?
Civ's
is one-
Civ's love interest.
Okay.
Use
One more
it.
HP to the satyr, by the way. I just made a rhyme.
Well, it has to be on your turn if we're in combat.
Oh, never mind.
You should save that because it's really
I'll
good.
save it.
There was another miniature for
Just
this
you.
guy. Yeah.
Just you?
We both go down.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you're prone.
Yep.
Do you take any damage from falling off the horse?
Probably.
Okay, I'll just say, we'll call it bludgeoning damage, and I'll make you, I bet on his way down he tries not to hurt you, so 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
4 for me.
4 damage, okay. Rick, assassin, and she, okay, so she actually does seem to get away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or at least no, that's it. She slides over. Yeah, one more 5-foot step.
Bad lady.
Yeah.
And I think that no, let's keep going. Okay, Gus, you're up.
All right. Well, I've seen this whole thing happen.
You absolutely have, and so has Bart.
So I think we would run towards her, the woman who's running away.
Okay.
So I'll run. I can run 30 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And once
Thanks,
again,
Jess.
knocking a arrow
Yes.
and shooting it at her.
Okay.
And I believe my bonus action should go off this round.
Yes, the hail of.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Does she have advantage on that?
Oh, do you have advantage? Good call. She does not have advantage.
Ah!
This is what it's really like. Okay.
You've had it
D&D,
2 years.
harder than
That sure does not gonna hit because that would be a 11.
Okay, did your Hail of Thorns get you advantage? Or I mean, she's also your favorite enemy. Does that get you advantage?
I don't think so.
Okay. It does extra damage?
Yeah, but Hail of Thorns. Oh,
Whether
I get advantage on survival checks, and I get advantage and when I'm trekking them on.
Got it.
intelligence
Okay.
checks,
Okay.
not on-
All right. So,
but I would. The Hail of Thorns would still go off.
It'll still go off. Okay.
Yeah, so she has to make a save on
Okay. So it's basically as if these thorns and the woods have come to your service, and as your arrow flies forth, the thorns kind of spawn from your bow, and trail behind it as they also claw out and rake her skin. What do I need to make?
What can I save?
that. Dex saving
Okay.
throw.
An 11. Does an 11
no,
save?
that does not save.
It does not save. Okay, what happens to...
1d10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Nice.
8.
Nice.
8. Okay. She takes the full of it. She... Man, after her successful horse takedown, she's still is clawed by your. Does it restrain her at all or stop her speed from moving?
No.
Okay. But the thorns rain down upon her, and she is prickled, and each one of these spots looks like black Icarus freckles spawning from her skin.
Ouch.
You know what though?
Yeah.
That would affect you. Because you're within 5. Is he within 5 feet? Or no? Oh no, you might be over.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet. Let's say he's within 5 feet.
So he may have to make a dex saving throw as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do have advantage from at Peso Gato.
Cheese cat.
Cheese cat.
18.
Yeah, that saves.
Okay.
Okay, you managed not to harm your friend as, but it does seem as though when you look
Take
back,
half damage though.
you
so,
did take half
yeah.
damage, so that was 4 damage. Okay,
Sorry,
so
Jared.
it does seem though as you look at your friend do this heroic feat, even though she does miss with her arrow, the thorns come raining down, and you see her make eye contact with you, and it's almost disconnected, as if she. Right, doesn't necessarily care if she hits you or not. She's in full attack mode, and it's very strange, probably to you who has served his whole life under a deity that is a protector, that someone in your party might do
Make
something
sure
like
he's
this.
not like dying.
I'm all right.
Okay.
What about
Justice is not.
Yeah, and so then Bart
Okay.
was standing there and was like looking at me for
Okay.
whatever reason, and I'm like, look at him, and he's gonna throw another rock.
Oh my gosh, y'all are an old married couple.
Gotta get the
Okay, let's get him within range of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Easy.
I can't read it. 14. Plus. So that would be 16.
16 to hit, it does.
Nice.
It does hit.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Bart.
Go.
So then. Woo! Oh man. Well, he was distracted because I rolled my eyes at him. So only 4.
Only 4. Okay, still up. Yeah, she is freaked out. She is not looking good. She just did a wonderful acrobatic move, but as she stands to her feet, she almost stumbles and goes down to one knee, and her face frowns as she turns her full focus off to the northeast. Egg. Egg, which is so fun to say.
Egg kind of looks around and sees what's going on, and points his finger at lady who just took a knee, and says, "The missiles, they come first, and the justifications, they come second."
Okay.
And he casts magic missile.
And they just automatically hit,
Yep.
right? And so, what is
And I'm
the
using
range?
this password card, which give her 6. The range is 120 feet.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm also, I forgot to use the password card last time.
Okay.
So she gets an extra D6.
Yeah. Who's that from?
That was from Sis Love Interest.
Nice.
Thank you very much. So that damage is going to be 6, 9, 14.
14 total.
Force.
14 force damage.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Okay. As the magic missiles, how many were there?
3 of them.
Yeah, pew pew pew, fly at her as she's just getting to her knees. She's very broken, and as you see her reach, she's going to sprint forward. The momentum of your missiles definitely just face plant her down, and I'm going to say she is prone at the moment.
Wow.
Force damage is no joke, especially when she's taking so much damage already, and you can tell this. Very soon, this woman's not going to get back up.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yes, heal.
So after the missiles come first and the justifications come second, what are all these pixies? And who is that? Who is? Are they beckon? Yeah,
What?
sure.
Is that
The missiles come first and the justifications come second. Who are all these pixies? And is it you who they beckon?
Yeah.
Yay! We got there. Okay. So
You're rhyming Beckon with Pixie, and I was like,
No, second.
I love
It's a
it.
slant rhyme, technically a
Sure,
slant
sure.
rhyme.
I
Okay,
love it.
all right.
Oh, it's the
That
Feywild.
contest
Yeah. We're gonna do female. We're gonna do slant
Right.
rhymes. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Gus don't rhyme.
Gus didn't. Bert, you hurt?
Nice.
Amazing. Okay, so he's healed again.
Opposite of Lily.
Yeah. Not verbose at all.
I'm gonna see you
Okay.
play a musical instrument. It's just gonna be like one strum.
I have a lute.
Yeah. Oh, you do really?
Oh, we can play together.
Ro, your
Yes.
turn.
I see my mushroom friends entangling this guy.
Yes.
And I say, these shrooms shall soon be your tomb.
Is that kind of spree? I don't know.
It's a rhyme. It's a rhyme.
And I swing my scimitar down on its head.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
And it is restrained, so I think I get advantage on the attack,
you-
whether or not I have it from our friends.
Attacks again. Yes, you do. You do for free.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a 21. 21
Yes.
to hit.
Yes, it hits. Yes.
Cool. And then let's say, I think just a D6 plus 3. Yes. Yeah, that's 9 points of slashing damage.
9 points of.
Cool.
I will say this is the first blood that this drow has actually taken.
Yes.
Wow.
And you said 9?
9. Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, as you slash down, you make sure not to hit your new mushroom friends.
No.
And they kind of part to make way as they like dive out of the way like the Red Sea. Whee! And their sinewy fungal muscles move out of the way. As you do slice down, you do crack him open a bit, and he does take the full amount of damage. And he would react if he could, but he can't. So now, let's see. All right. Helvengard, we need to take a break soon. And I think we're gonna do that right after I'm thinking you might get some redemption here. What would you like to do on your turn?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would stand up, look
Where's your
down.
other knee?
I think she's got it.
Do I have it? Is it this guy?
Gold guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That phalanx Roman.
Fancy boy.
Yes.
Is she still? Actually, you know what? I'm not even paying attention to her at this point. I'm just
Okay.
focusing on Justice.
Oh.
I'll slough off the shield and.
Let me tell you this. That card, I will allow, it's for anybody, right?
The rhyming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hit point can go to anybody.
Oh, I
well,
have
I-
something more powerful.
I chose the one person to be.
Oh, you chose the one
satyr.
person. Got it. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna slough off the shield, raise both of my gauntleted fists with the eyes of Helm, and point them upwards. Helm, I know you can hear me. I call upon you to heal this horse. And then I'll lay my hands down on the horse.
Why do I find that so funny?
As if I said something epic.
Yes, the deity from his heavens. There is no sign that he's...
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in a different realm, so I'm hoping he hears me.
Yeah.
Is that a rhyme? What you it like almost was.
My voice is almost coarse.
Yeah.
Ah, he'll
Yes.
Yeah, what,
Sure.
50 seconds left.
Okay.
Might as well.
Oh, the satyr's back to full. The satyr's back to full.
Nailed.
We rhymed him to full health.
Just in time.
Because I just see the blood and the poison, and I've never seen Justice look like he's gonna die. I'll dump all of my laying on hands, all 25 points.
Oh my gosh, okay. You do, and the light that had gone out of his eyes a mere 6 seconds before, as his life force gushed out of below his ribs and onto the Feywild ground, mixing with the water and milky murk of the mushrooms. His wounds close up, and there's a sparkle back in his eye. His eyes never having yet closed, and you can see the dark blackness, the shininess of his horse eyes flicker over to you, and he blinks.
Aw.
And if it helps, I can actually take 5 of those laying on hands, and it cures poison. So if that makes a difference, I'll do 20 points of healing. 5 points.
He was not poisoned. Yes, he was. He was absolutely
he did take poison
You
damage.
do need to. Yeah, you do need to
so
cure
I'll do
him.
5 points
okay.
of removing poison and 20 into healing.
Okay, awesome. And how many hit points is he down then?
Well, you said that he took 24.
Okay.
And his max is 19.
Oh,
so
I
he was
see.
at -5.
So he's at full now and unpoisoned.
Well, he's still probably a
couple hit points away. Okay.
Negative count?
Yeah, no, negative doesn't count.
No,
Oh, it doesn't.
You don't have to.
Only
It goes
then
zero.
you double it because then you die.
You can't go below zero.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, he is at full health.
Okay. And as you watch as he scrambles up. Yeah, oh, there he goes. Back
Not
up.
killing any horses on the show.
He's not going anywhere, and he lets you nuzzle him. And we do have to finish this Mushroom Kingdom battle, but not before the rest of us have to answer our own calls to nature.
Yes. Yes.
Take it away, Lord
That
Araban.
was so grim.
But also so human.
Well, well, well. Isn't this exciting? You know, while Jeff will always be my #1 DM, and Jeff, yes, I'm looking at you, I am extraordinarily impressed by Amy's work this evening. And what's more, I love that she is eager to harm this party. Yes, that's right. She wants more advantage. Give it to her. Do it. Or don't. But I will. If I can get Milo to get on his cell phone and log in and start sending over the advantages. Do it, Milo. Are you not? Why won't you look at me anymore? Listen, you've had your fun this evening, all right? I've been burned gloriously over the last few hours. So, do me a solid, would you? Get on your phone, log in, and send some advantages to Amy. Do it! So, Gage, what do you mean I look extra moist? How do I look extra moist? I'm always this moist. I have to be exactly this moist. If my pH goes even 1 point lower than it is now, I will shrivel up and die. So I'm always this moist. This is nothing new. Perhaps maybe the lights have changed. I don't know. Jeff and Jeff's wife, it's so great to know you're all with us. Yes, Civ's love interests. I agree. And I wish to say to Jeff, through Jeff's wife, of course, we love you, we miss you, and we are in good hands. So take your time, relax, get well, and join us when you're ready. But don't worry, it's all covered, because we've got Amy. At least for now, before I eat her brains, because she's super smart. They must be delicious. I'm reading all of your comments now online via my psionics, and I'm seeing people say, feed Milo. I did feed Milo. I feed Milo at least 3 times a week. What more does he need? Stop flirting, Lord Eraban. First of all, Grizzly Khan, it's not Erabananana. All right? That's not the name. It's Lord Eraban. With an A, and an R, and an R, and an A, and a B, and an A, and an N, and an N. Nothing more. Jacka Chaka Warhead will high five to you. Queso Gato! Goodness gracious! Ah! Ah! It's like someone is pouring hot lava into my skull. Even though I don't really have a skull, I do have a skull. It's partial skull. Can I tell you more about Phil, my horse? Yes. He was lovely. He was brown and white and had a very long tail, and we rode through meadows together. And I would like to do it again, but he met an end by a lakeside once, and I wish not to go back there and think of that. I love you, Phil. Fine, I did eat his brain, but listen, he was dying anyways, and I was hungry, all right? Yes, he was going down, an alligator, or whatever that animal is, was chewing on him, and he was almost dead, and so I ate his brain. Because I figured that would be the better way to go about it than to let him just go, you see? Listen, trust me. If you lived the way I do, you would know that is exactly what you would have done. Did a copru kill Phil? No. Shark doodery. What name is... No, it wasn't a copru. It was an alligator. What is illegal in most places? Awkward chic. What, eating horses' brains? No, it's not. No. The only place it's illegal is here, in this country, wherever we are. Florida. Was Phil a miniature pony? No. Jack, what? Why would you? No, he was a full-sized donkey horse. Full-sized. What animal has the tastiest brains? Why do we keep going back? Why do we have to talk about brains all the time? Listen, it doesn't make a difference. I don't like eating animal brains. Let me say this for the last and final time, all right? Humans and elves. Elvens and the Humes. Humie elves are the best. Done. Simple. I do not like chicken. I do not like fish. I do not like things other than humans and elves' brains. Do I eat berries? Elderberry? Calf kitten? I don't eat vegetables, all right? I don't eat anything but brains. Well, no, that's not true. I do eat fungi. Well, once in a while when I'm on diets. Lord Araban, is Jeff's eyes injury due to you trying to eat his brain? No, Dreamlaze, it's not. And I hurt hearing that. I hurt thinking that you would accuse me of that. Jeff is my most wonderful friend. You see? We were at one time roommates in college. Or university, as some of you will call it. All right, so I was a little jealous of his abilities in school. He was quite smart. He got better grades than I. And I did think about eating his brain once, yes. Or twice. Or about 5 times. All right, listen. I thought about eating his brain quite a lot. But it's only because he's so intelligent. All right? So leave it be. Show us your character sheet, says King Muckweed. Muckweed? Am I saying that right? King Muckweed? It's a good name. I don't have a character sheet. When you're my level, when you're godlike, there is no sheet that can contain you. 24 intelligence? Are you kidding? They don't have numbers high enough for my intelligence. Brain vodka for me? Of course, Soviet potato. Is it made with brains? Does Milo have a character sheet? Do they have numbers less than 0? Sean Patrick, I'd like to see you get out of this chair, all right? I am super glued to this chair, believe it or not. Literally. I asked them to do it, so that I didn't fall out of it. Because I often fall out. I have very weak thighs. Marry me, Lord Aragorn. Mark, what? You know, if you're going to propose, at least say the name correctly. Should have eaten more, less brains, more thighs. I disagree. You want to get big muscles, eat brains. I just choose to have small thighs, you see. It looks better on me. Wait, did Jared's horse die? I sure hope not. That was the only part. I was about to cry, watching as we were talking about, as they were communicating regarding the horse. I really want that horse to come back to life. I believe there is a spark of life in those eyes. Don't, Amy, please don't kill Justice. Please. Even though I really want you to have advantage, do not kill Justice. I can't handle it. I don't often cry, but when I do, it hurts. Because my tears are like acid. They burn. It's like Milo's ball, but in my eyes. You have a challenge rating, which one can consider a character sheet. I do not. I'm out of the game, folks. I have ascended Dungeons and Dragons. I am no longer a piece of paper. I am flesh and cartilage and blood and whatever else makes up me. All right? Listen, I want to tell you all a secret, all right? Something very important. Are you ready for this? Tell me you're ready. Say, no, chicken chaser, say yes, not no. I'm not going to tell you about shirts. I mean, eventually I will, but not yet. It's true, Goof. I shouldn't tell secrets, but I want to tell this one. It's about the 6 unique digital items that can influence the game. You want to hear about them? Those of you that don't, screw you. Those that do, listen closely. You can grant the gift of advantage, which I suggest you should give to Amy, the DM, because she's brilliant. Remember what that means? That's the ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once and choose the highest of the 2. Or you can give disadvantage. Think about it. Disadvantage counters advantage. A disadvantage is the opposite. And or counters it. So, if they have advantage, give them a disadvantage, no longer advantage. If they don't have advantage, a disadvantage means they have to roll twice and pick the smaller of 2. Another alternative is you can take pity on the adventuring party and have a player draw a Force of Good card, which many of you have done, thankfully. Or have them draw a Force of Evil card. But remember, you're harming them. And you harming them is you harming them. And that's quite all right with me. Just remember to specify which player at the table it's for. Why? Why? Why should you specify? Because if you don't, I might. Thank you, Mark, for clarifying. Also, it's on you. You can purchase IOUs. What happens when we get to 20? Does anyone know? I'll tell you. A Force of Good card will be awarded. Randomly. Now, if there are any additional candles lit at the end of tonight's adventure, what will happen? Does anyone know? It's like I'm holding like I'm a lecturer at a school. They will carry over to the next show. Thank you so much, Mr. Whisper. Also, please leave Milo's bowl alone, all right? We've already had one fiasco this evening, and I don't want another. Like I said, it burns painfully in my brain socket, okay? It's like hot acid lava being poured into my brain funnel, and I don't like it, so don't do it. Please do not touch it. If you do, I will be pissed off, and I might give an evil card to one of the players. Not good. Don't do it. You've been warned. All right? Don't piss off the guy that can kill you without moving. That's right, Soviet potato. And no, don't feed Milo. Listen, Milo doesn't need more food, all right? He runs on a different type of energy system, i.e., energy that I give him. All right? I know how to defeat Why would you want to defeat me? Why would... Do you not all understand? The only reason you're here is because of me. Stop it! Stop it, Queso Gato. Are you a cheese cat? Is that what you... A cheese cat? Stop. Please. Ow! Goodness gracious. That is very painful. Listen, you're only here because of me, right? You only have the dungeon run because of me. So, if you want to keep having the dungeon run, stop giving Milo bull stuff. It's not right, and it hurts me. Not even real. Brashnir, why don't you come down here and say that to my face? I dare you. Look into my eyes. Listen, look into my eyes, please. I dare you. I will make you eat your own words, quite literally. Why are they so red, awkward chic? Guess. Guess. Can anyone guess? Have I explained this before? I'll tell you what it is. It's allergies. Yes. And also because Mr. Milo, as I call him now, because he's requested that. Mr. Milo, that's correct. Mr. Milo. Are you happy? It's because he always forgets the Visine when he goes to the local Savon. When I ask him for Visine, he always gets me Theratears, and I cannot use them because they also burn. And no, I cannot ban people in Music Man 77. By the way, wonderful musical. Music Man 77. If you've never seen it, you should go check it out. I think they're doing it on Broadway. Am I sponsored by Visine? No, Sunny D. If I didn't have to use it, I wouldn't. I need it. Wizardly, I'm starting to think you and I could be best friends. Lord Ereban 2020. What do you say, folks? Put me on the ballot. Let's go. What is my tax rate? For what? Dreamblaze. The telekinesis only does so much. Trust me. Savon and Sevis do not... They have methods to keep me out. All right? There are these alarms that go off when I try to walk out of the place with the stuff. Although I'm not walking, it's telekinesis. It's not telekinesis, it's psionic powers. What secrets can you share about the Fairy Fae? None. I don't share secrets. I just tell you I'm going to tell you a secret, and then I tell you something I know you already know. There is no secret I'll tell you. Only if Milo is a VP. Will not happen! No. Never. Not ever. Clear? Yes, mind powers, yes, Dreamblaze. I know telekinesis is psionics. I don't like when people use the term telekinesis. It's not the right word, it's psionics. Get it right. Now, Jeff should be president. I would be Jeff's VP. And Amy could be VP. And I could be secretary. Secretary. Does Milo speak to me while I sleep? Milo doesn't speak at all. Do you not understand? Milo is like a small salamander. His brain is like that of a little aphid. It doesn't work. Soviet Potato, number one, I do not sit at a reception. I will never sit at a desk in general, number one. Number two, it wouldn't be reception. It would be something like the president's desk, or the vice president's desk, or the secretary's desk, or the first person in charge of things after the secretary's desk. All right? Roach? What? Roach, you mean from my new favorite television show, or should I say my new favorite streaming production, live from the 8th dimension? I don't know. Perhaps we'll have to get him on here. Or her. Where did Meep go? Well, Meep is not here for this particular evening. All right? We'll get back to that. Relax. Don't get ahead of yourself. The Dungeon Run is my favorite Wednesday show. Well, Red Parrot, as it should be. What else are you going to watch on a Wednesday? This is the perfect show for every Wednesday. All right? Hey, Solver Brick. Can I tell you? Nice timing. Because you'd like to hear more about the shirts, right? Well, I'm going to tell you about them. Right now. We are going to get back to our adventure. We will. But first, let's do something serious. And I mean serious. Come on now. All the proceeds from shirt sales this week will be donated to the Children's Eye Foundation in Jeff's name. That's important. So let's show you what these shirts look like. The Dungeon Run logo. Look at that. Brilliant. Rosy Cheeks Pub and Tavern Hall. I have one. You should too. Meep Lives. Get 2 of them. Remember, it's for the kids. I Am Human. The pirate disguise shirt. Good. Come on, buy one. And my personal favorite, Lord Araban's Dungeon Run. Get one. Buy it. Remember, this is for charity. Now, let's move on. We have the new ones. The new version of the Life is Pain shirt. Look at it. Look at how brilliant that is. Let the dice, what? Roll? The whole crew is here. And finally, respect the candles and the Candle Queen. We should probably have that one too, Great John. Humankind, be both. I like it. Someone get on that, Milo, right? Oh, forget you. You can't understand anything. So, if you want to buy one of these, head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to purchase. Again, all proceeds going to the Children's Eye Foundation in Jeff's name. And thank you to all of those of you who've shared the show. If you haven't, I ask you to please do so. And remember, I'll be joining you in your social conversations around the game. So, without further ado, it's time to rejoin our adventurers.
You caught us on our phones.
Totally caught on our guard.
Oh my, where did you come from?
Yeah, we still care about the horse. We still very much care about the horse. And that is where we left off. Thank you so much for joining us back. And Veil was closed. Veil is parted once again, back to the Fey Wild. And let me read 6 more minutes about it. And, no, we'll go right back into the Mushroom Kingdom where our Sir Helvengard has just healed his horse, Justice, and Justice has given him a look of gratitude. The next person, boy, I've spread out, is this warrior who is going to try to escape again. And what is the strength saving throw? This
14.
A 14. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, 14 strength.
Just getting excited.
Okay, that's not a 12, right? Okay, so a 12. Once more, seems to be locked. I'm gonna say, let's see, con plus 1. Con plus 1. If he doesn't save in 2 turns, he's going to start suffocating amidst the the fungal sinews that are encasing him. Brick, you're up.
All right. Brick is gonna wipe away some tears because he got really sad at seeing Justice go down.
Oh.
And he's gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this drow lady.
On the bad lady.
Awesome.
Yeah. And he'll be able to do that because I took Warcaster without dropping his weapons or shield.
Okay.
So he's gonna cast that at a 2nd level.
Ooh. Ranged attack.
So, Yes. Okay. There's no save on that. Range attack, and I have an advantage stored. I remember.
Okay.
Oh, my stuff has been saved.
So you use your spell attack bonus, is that right?
Roll it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
17 hits.
Yes. Okay.
17 hits.
So it'll be 5d6 radiant damage.
Ouch.
Oh,
Guiding
man.
bolt is
Okay, well,
nasty.
Crazy.
I love dice, so roll them all up.
I love
Yes,
dice.
d6. Can I have, can I have one more d6?
There you go. Yeah.
Otherwise, I might be like, don't even bother.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, don't I get like additional radiant damage or something? Oh no, that's only if I have my wings.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't pulled out my angel wings yet.
I'm sorry, what?
That'll be a fun surprise for everybody.
ASMR spoiler.
Oh man, I rolled really bad. I rolled so bad. I rolled 3 1s and a 2 and a 5. So what is that? 3 plus 10.
Yep.
10 radiant damage.
What
Radiant.
color is it?
It's purple.
It's oh wow, okay, amazing. Yes, on brand with the Feywild. So you do cry a little bit for justice as the horse goes down, but within seconds he's back up and you feel a little bit better. So much better, in fact, that you channel the sun that isn't even on this plane, and your magical radiant damage shoots out of your hands at this prone, devastated, very sad and desperate drow that you don't care about because she's attacked your party, and the radiant damage shoots forth from your hands as you blast Justice's would-be assassin, and she ekes out one final breath, still in her drawn form, and says, "Tiresias," and perishes.
Tiresias?
Tiresias.
Have I ever heard that name?
Have you heard Tiresias? Yes.
Okay. Who is Tiresias?
I'm not going to tell you right
Cool, great. So I've heard the name, but I don't know who it is.
you do. No, you know, or you
okay.
at least recognize it. Give me a knowledge history.
Sorry. Excuse
Would
me.
we know it from
History
being in
check.
the Fae?
Not.
Would you know it from being at the Fae? No, not necessarily.
Advantage?
But I will also allow a history check from you and a history check from you.
I'm not
Advantage?
proficient in it.
Do you have advantage?
Well, we're SRL.
Egg, you do have advantage from at Daruk Mountain Bear.
Oh, Darak Mountain Bear.
Any of the do Gus or
Oh,
Crow have
good
it?
call. Crow, you have advantage from Hazimus, and Gus, you do not have advantage.
Oh, not good. Not good. 8.
I give you 19.
I'm sorry?
I give you a 19.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's again divination, so like, I don't know how that manifests. It's really trouble. It's like all of a sudden it just changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yes, I do know.
I
So
got a
your
7.
natural roll's a 19.
Oh, okay.
So whatever that is.
That's an 18 then. Because I'm a -1 on history checks.
You have an 18 as well? Okay, then I'm
24.
going to. How are these numbers getting bigger?
Sorry, I didn't say my number.
Oh, you
Oh, no,
didn't.
he gave me the 19.
See him the 19. I have a 24.
Okay, I'm like,
Sorry, there's a lot of
going
numbers
on?
in D&D. I don't know what to do.
there are.
Ron's acting
and they
poorly
seem
with
to be
the
favoring you very
substitute
well.
teacher.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with both of you guys knowing this information.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah. We're gonna.
Come on.
You won.
I know. I won this one.
You won D&D.
I'm so far from the DM,
Because
though.
I normally pass notes back and forth with Jeff. So
Oh!
now they're getting notes.
Oh, what a
So-
treat! What a treat for us all. Okay, now I see what's happening.
Just Katie and I get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. By design. No. Nothing. Who's up next? Tiresias, she just yelled out. She died. Oh no.
That was Brick's turn.
And it is Brick's turn. Yes.
That was what she just did.
That was what Brick's just did. Thank you.
Little Brick.
Okay, well that
Her
would have
body
been great turn. It would have been the assassin's turn, but she did. Okay.
She's glowing also from that guiding bolt. Just if someone decides to attack her again, they'll have advantage. Melee.
Okay, all right, brutal, metal.
Is she dead, or is she?
Oh, good call. She,
unconscious?
yeah, she's lost. She's down to 0 hit points, so she's unconscious. And I guess I would need to make a, just assume, because bad guys. But no, let's make a death saving throw.
It's your turn, yeah.
I have advantage on my death saving throw.
Nat 20?
I'm nat 20.
Finish her off, Helvengard.
I should not have said anything.
My advantage. That was given to me by Atfectious.
Yeah!
Salute the Watchers. Okay.
She's back up to 1 hit point. Is that how that works?
No, I
she's
think it
not back to
saves- she
but she
saves
will
2.
not die. She will not die.
3 saves.
Oh, a natural
does
20.
she get-
Nat 20
2
clears it all up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she just saves
right.
Got it. Okay.
everything. She's just not gonna die.
So she's next to it.
That's why I'm celebrating so hard.
Copy.
You're free to celebrate when you roll a nat 20. Okay, let's see.
She glowing.
But she is glowing. She is glowing. Should you choose to attack her again, you monsters. Okay, Brett, Gus, you are up.
All right, so I've seen this man ride forth on his steed confidently, get completely almost slaughtered. Dehorsed.
Yes.
And
Horse.
yeah, dehorsed.
Dehorse.
And then save his horse in this very epic manner. So I'm just gonna walk kind of slowly over to where she is. I don't know if I can get all the way there. How far is
You,
5, 10, 15,
depending on what
20,
you want to do, I might
25,
allow it if it's
30.
I'm just gonna walk over there and kind of put my foot on her and see what her status
You
is.
gonna dash?
Yeah, I'll use my dash.
Yes, and then yeah, absolutely, totally can do
Ooh.
that.
So I'm just gonna like have like
Bonus action to put a foot
like
on.
yeah my boot on her.
Okay. Yeah, as a ranger, yeah, you can tell this person is unconscious, but more unconscious than dead, for sure. And yeah, with your boot on her belly, there's not much else she's gonna do at the moment. You've seen this in dying animals before.
But is this like a unique enemy in this sense for this area, or is this
A
kind
unique
of
enemy.
Is there anything I would have caught, like, been like, no, this is.
It's interesting.
feels
Okay.
off.
Yes, it's interesting to you that at a closer glance, how beautifully elven this creature is, and not in the fallen elf way. The spots and the facial features and the bone structure that has been uglified, blemished, however you want to call it, seems unnatural to the Feywild, but it's very clear to you, this is not a drow, this is not one of those vermin that you just pick off who just made their way from the Shadowfell to the Feywild. How did this happen? This is an Eladrin that seems to have turned, not fallen, but turned and twisted, perhaps poisoned. I think that's the closest that you would call it your name. You do know that the spiral pattern is normally associated with this nature in the Feywild. Everything is very circular based.
Right.
Ripples in the water. Even when stars appear in the sky, they seem to have this spiral radial effect, and that seems to be what is showing up on her skin and face.
So then I don't know if I can do this on turn, but I will take out my rope to kind of like tie her up versus like do.
Yeah, next turn I'll allow you to do that. Yeah, so you ran over and just made, I'll call this like basically an investigation check, but next turn absolutely you'll be able to bind her. For sure. Does your ape want to do anything?
I think he.
Normal D&D question.
Bert's gonna come up and take a biscuit out of my satchel.
Awesome.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a snack.
A Scooby snack?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
An ape.
Yes.
A baby snack.
And I can't tell, is it Bert or is it Bart?
It's Bert.
It's definitely Bert. Okay.
Like Bert and Ernie.
Like Bert and Ernie. Perfect. Okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
Except I'm offended.
All right. Bert's got his biscuit. He chilling. Very cool. Cool. Egg. Your turn.
Egg looking around, seeing man over there points at him and goes, "The missiles, they come first, and the justifications, they come second." And cast magic missile at the one that's tied up next to Morgan's
The
character.
entangled.
Awesome. Yes, the entangled.
The one that is currently still a threat.
Still a threat.
Don't kill him.
Still in its mushroom prison. Don't kill it.
Don't kill him.
We'll see.
We'll see.
This behemoth child.
That behemoth calling from the other realm? What was that?
11 force.
11 to hit. Okay, but it is.
No, 11 force damage.
Oh, that's
magic
right. It's
missile.
magic missile. Great. 11 force damage. Eats it right up. Yum, yum, yum. Okay.
Nom, nom, nom. I'm also going to move towards everyone down closest here to me. So 25 feet that direction.
Okay.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Owl is going to
6.
return to my shoulder.
It's a gnome. I think he only has
5.
5.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. And Kismet, having done her work, does return to you. There's nothing else she would have seen. So, but she, feeling safe, returns to your shoulder. Perfect. Now.
Slightly on the beak, on the top of a beak.
Oh, very cute. The love for these animals is didn't know that was going to happen. Crow.
Yes. How does the drow in front of me look? How beat up is it?
Not very, but again, like the sounds it's making, it is almost like a choking, suffocating sound. So being bound and entangled for so long, and you know, egg on my face for describing it this way, is definitely suffocating, or on the verge of it. So, but as far as bleeding out, still looks fairly healthy.
Okay, got it. Humdrum, shall we leave these ones alive? I'll call out as I'm sort of like holding my scimitar, like ready.
You came. They are not of this world.
That's what I was thinking, and I'll swing down on it again.
Okay, awesome.
Takorma says, keep one of them alive. I'd like to read their mind.
Yes, okay, and
and I get advantage on it because it is entangled.
it is entangled,
So
so
I don't actually.
perfect.
Oh, and that's a nat 20. Yeah.
A little less half-hearted on my end. Maybe. Okay.
That is 8 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, it is. Okay. This poor. Yeah, it is. I mean, it is bound, entangled. There's nothing it can do. It's in a straitjacket, and you just like, what'd you attack it with? Your sword?
The scimitar,
Your scimitar? Yeah, break it right through. I think the.
I'm trying not to hit the mushroom vines.
Absolutely, and they're having a great time with it. They find this a wonderful trick.
Look at us. We suffocate the evil.
They're having a wonderful time.
Well done. Welcome to the Feywild, kids.
Welcome to the Feywild. All right, Crow. Is that your turn? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
It's so funny to me. You are alone in battling the one left standing.
I would like to point out I've been helping.
Yes, you absolutely did. You
Thank
absolutely
you,
did.
wherever
Yes, you
those
stuck
magic
behind.
missiles came.
All right, that was Crow. That was Hell. That was not Hell. Helvengard.
No, that was Crow.
That was Crow. Helvengard, you're up.
I am. All right. Do I see this drow female still breathing, or does she look like she's dead? Just from me glancing over there. I mean, I noticed that the ranger is walking over there and putting a foot on her.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you to decide. I mean, you've seen enough death in your life, and you've protected enough people, so
All right.
it doesn't look like a lost cause.
Okay, so I'll grab the reins of justice and walk over there.
Yeah.
And
Grab the reins.
Grab the reins of justice.
It's
like you planned it. It's like you planned it.
And stand over this creature and look at you. Are you claiming this one as your prisoner, or may I question her?
Well, you can ask her whatever you want. I don't want her.
I'm gonna, well, you have your rope out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I want her.
I'm gonna reach down and pick her up and throw her over the saddle.
Yes. Absolutely, you
Okay.
can totally do that.
And I'm not like a trained healer, but can I just kind of glance over her body to see, does it look like she's bleeding out? Does she?
Yes.
Okay.
So while not in imminent danger, yes,
Okay.
she's taken a lot of hits. You did some work on her.
Okay. So, well, I didn't, but everyone else did. So I'll put her over the saddle. Set that there.
Okay.
And then walk her back over to Brick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I get to about there.
Okay.
Brick, I need your help.
Okay.
And I'll gesture back at her and say, I need her to live so that I can question her.
Okay.
Ego says, you might want to restrain her.
I'll hold up my rope when he says
Yes, exactly what I mean. That one there.
New team, figuring it out.
All right. I don't think she'll be waking up anytime soon, but yes.
Not if she's healed, she will.
The satyr at this point does stand up and says,
A wise idea. A wise idea.
awesome. And Hell, you. What is my strength that I have to be
14.
again? Yeah. Okay, no, I do not. I do not. I'm restrained and.
You didn't have advantage?
By the way, we do have all the.
I have advantage from queso gato, but I also have disadvantage from dice and capes. My roll stands.
Yes, and we do have all the candles lit.
So annoying.
We have all the candles lit, Amy, as well. So.
Oh, we do have all the candles lit.
So random force of good.
Random force of good.
Random force of good. Awesome. This is going to you again.
Hey,
Crow.
I do get an inordinate amount of
the
the
random ones. Let's see
Oh
what
my
it says.
God! Okay, dice tower of filth.
Whoa.
Stack your dice as high as you can on top, one on top of the other. Don't worry if it falls. Then, when it falls, add the numbers of the fallen dice together. Do that much damage to one monster of your choice as the offending stench of something from your body makes it recoil in anguish.
You better use all those D20s right there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Stack 5 D20s.
All right, yeah. I bet I can probably do more than 5.
Yeah, do it.
That is, let's not even conjecture what that might be on a centaur. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
That was terrible.
So would you get
23. That is a 19 and a 4.
A 19 and a 4.
You only add the ones that fall.
I mean,
fell?
yeah, there's, well, and an 11 is what's left up top, but yes.
it
If
is
the ones that are
nice.
fallen,
Yeah.
let's say.
Okay, perfect. I think, yeah, that's
23 is pretty good.
yeah, 23.
Take 23 points of
Okay.
damage.
Okay, so yes, immediately, I guess you're right there.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
He's toast.
Yeah, you definitely like.
Something.
Yeah, some stench. you felt you got you. I
I
guess
thought
you,
the smell of the mushrooms would cover it.
yeah, you got very relaxed when the mushrooms started joking with you. You felt at home and just. Okay, we need to stop describing this. No more body horror. We did it. We did it. They have taken their damage. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone in chat who donated to make these things happen. We're already at 2 again.
Amazing.
Okay, perfect. Cool. That was. Oh, I get to save. No, I didn't save. So Brick, you're up.
Does it take 23 points of damage?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So at this point now, it's looking fairly bad. Like
It's a
as
hardy
drawn
one.
as it was,
Okay.
its mouth turns down and it's like its skull drops even further.
Wow, okay.
Brick.
So I'd like to get creative with this Charlatans Shackles card from Mickey Wolf. She's unconscious, yeah, on the horse.
Yes.
So this, okay, they are shackles.
They are.
Shackle these to the wrists of any humanoid, and you may automatically puppet them. They must be willing or dead or make a grapple check. Since she's unconscious.
Same.
does that
Yes,
count
I
as
would
dead?
totally, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so she now has shackles. There's no, I guess, like a limit on this, but I guess my intention is just to like shackle her so that she can be, you know, roped up at a later time.
Okay, and the way the card describes it is it is like a puppet.
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
Like Weekend at Bernie's. So I will say, once you shackle her, while she is still draped over, like things that you do, she'll also do. So if you're walking and your arms are dangling, she's still dangled over there, but her arms are gonna go like this.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna like start moving my arms. And go,
yeah.
Brick, what are you doing?
And then I'm gonna like, I kind of see that this situation is under control. I'm gonna like release my shield cover and then walk over to her and kind of like do crazy things with my body to just see what happens.
Okay. Whatever you do, including the bottom limbs, I imagine are however crazy. She's horizontal and dancing.
And I'm gonna walk up to her and put my hand on her. I can't think of a funny way to do that. And I'll do the ASMR healing hands on her.
Amazing.
And she'll get 5 hit points.
Great.
She does have shackles on, yes?
Right.
Yes.
She hasn't been bound yet.
Yeah, so I would assume we should probably do that soon because I don't know how long this card lasts.
Okay.
That's a good question. How long would that card? We'll say actually. I mean, it is a powerful magic item. Let's do a percentile dice minutes. Is how long?
Okie
It'll
dokie.
last.
Nice.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, get to use those percentile dice.
Yeah.
That's percent.
50.
And then you roll another. You roll the other
It's
d10 for a
percentile.
number of.
Oh, okay,
50
okay, I see. 54.
54.
Good, because I was going to keep track of exactly when 50 minutes was in game and 54. Okay, so about an hour is how long you'll have her. Definitely shackled. It will count as binding. That's totally fine.
Did she start?
But you did the healing hands. I'm sorry.
Wake up when Brick does this?
Yes, as shackled as she is, when she wakes up, the way I'm going to interpret this card is, it is your puppet to do with as you please. She will regain consciousness when actual herselfness once the shackles are removed. So for now, she's bound. You have complete control over her body. As far as her mind, it's as if she were a dead skeleton.
Okay,
So she's
now
a puppet.
She's a puppet. That's how I'm going to interpret that card.
actually, Brick is kind of against my mind control.
Okay, well then that's your turn. you still did it. You had a lot of fun with it, and now you're having moral regrets.
Consequences.
It doesn't necessarily have to be mind control. It could just be body control.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I thought it was, but I
Yeah.
guess it's also like
But
she
how would
can't
you know
wake
that
up
it's mind control?
because she didn't wake up when I healed her, or she didn't like come to
But we don't know that.
full
yet.
consciousness.
Her eyes just opened. So,
Okay.
you know.
These are the questions we deal with.
Yes.
On
As
my next turn,
adventurers.
I'll
Yes,
deal with
potential
it.
moral regrets.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes,
Feel
exactly.
real bad.
Gus, your turn.
I'm just watching this happen over there. I'll walk over to our friend who's now awake, right?
The satyr?
Humdrum.
Yeah, Humdrum.
With your ape?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably like 10 feet behind me, kind of just making sure everything.
Oh, everybody's just
still
leaving me alone with this
safe.
guy over here in the corner.
You're a centaur. You can handle
me-
yourself.
It makes me so happy.
fine.
I
but
see you, and I have no interest in helping you.
Yeah.
Clearly got it.
I know your vibe. It's fine.
Yeah. You know me.
Wow.
What do we need to do?
Well, I think we've learned a lot today. Thank you for meeting me, all of you.
You're welcome.
Brother, there's plenty more to discover and uncover. Thank goodness you've captured one of these foul beasts.
What you know is this guy. Why he did recruit you, or while he did recruit you. This is unlike a satyr that you're used to. Satyrs should be more chill. This guy's an intense guy, but you don't
Wasn't getting it
feel
at all.
evil towards him.
Not evil. He's just
No,
intense. Okay.
exactly. You've run across. You of all people would understand this. That it's coming from a place of goodness and protection,
Right.
and as somehow ownership over this entire Feywild. Even though, how do you control this? So he.
he looks at you and says, I think we have one more to finish off that is not necessary to bring back to my home.
Oof.
And then I think we should bring them back to my home. I have something to show you.
Okay.
So that one over there, and I'll point to the one that's entangled.
Yes, kill the foul creatures that blemish the Feywild.
All right, I'll take a bite of my biscuit and walk towards that.
Attack of opportunity. Just kidding. Okay.
And everyone who wants.
Just kidding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, all of you feel extra protected in the circle. 6. Okay. 8 following you?
Yeah,
Or
okay.
8.
Just kind of behind a little bit, just making sure everything's.
Perfect. Yeah, one eye on intense.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. Gus, egg.
Egg moves 25 feet towards the shackled Eladrin.
1, 2, 3,
Eladrin.
4, 5. Oh, I see. Maybe even
Going towards the horse, yeah.
Does that put me within 30 feet of her?
Oh,
Yep.
it sure does.
Okay. Ego casts a spell and says,
Our thoughts and imagination are the only real limits to our possibilities.
and cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, I love your vocal components.
For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures.
Okay.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment.
Okay.
As an action, you can either shift your attention to another. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts. So this spell is particularly effective and is part of an interrogation.
Okay, perfect. And how long? How long?
It's lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Yep, concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
And
do I
they get a
save?
save. Yep.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hold on, wait.
It's only a wisdom saving throw if you
dive
If I
deeper.
probe deeper. So first
Yes.
one is I just get the thoughts.
But your surface, I mean,
Okay.
Your surface thoughts.
she's unconscious.
I'm up
Yeah,
of it.
service
Yeah,
thought. I mean, it's very easy to tell. This.
Is she unconscious? Like
she
there's no
unconscious?
thoughts?
I will. No, you can read. You can
Cool.
read her thoughts. So she is alive, and there are
Right.
brain waves going on, neuroses firing, and neuroses firing. Whoa, that's
Sure.
That's Freudian. Neurons firing, and you get the feeling of intense, abject. It's mixed, I
Okay.
guess, but mainly right now, she feels intensely ugly.
Is it almost self-doubt?
It is self-loathing.
Gotcha. Yeah, Ego says,
She doesn't like herself very much. She thinks she is ugly. I can tell you more. I need 6 seconds.
I'll make her like touch her face.
Is she still horizontal? Yeah. So she's like.
What are you doing?
That is so dark.
Are you doing that?
I had an itch
Stop
on my
doing
face.
that!
I had an itch on my face.
That's so bad. That's what
So
fine.
ugly.
Don't make her do things.
I'm so ugly. Yeah, great. Okay, amazing. Yes, Crow.
Looking down at this dying thing.
Yes,
in front of
definitely,
Me,
yes.
I get the sense that I'm doing it a favor. I sort of grit my teeth and I try to hack its head off.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
This is for you.
Yeah, this is
It kind of feels like a mercy killing, yeah.
absolutely
yeah.
okay. No, and yes.
It is still restrained.
Restrained
yes,
advantage,
Yeah, so it
absolutely.
still gets an advantage.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, that's a nat 19.
A
It's,
nat 19.
yeah.
Amazing. Okay, that is. I will say. Look, who are we kidding here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's
absolutely.
9 points of slashing.
Yeah,
I mean,
within
yeah.
6 damage,
Yeah.
the head would be off. So,
Yeah.
yes, the fungal creatures have helped you, and when you make your will known, they retract themselves, go back to what they were doing before, release this creature as its head flies off and it goes down.
Thank you, fungal friends.
Thank you, fungal friends.
You're welcome.
And yeah, they dissipate and move along as you're left with one remaining tainted Eladrin alive.
And is it black ichor on the blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, all over it. Okay,
All
so
over
I'm
it.
going to, as best I can, like wipe it.
Okay.
Yeah, look at it in my hand.
Okay.
But yeah.
At that point, the threat has been completely diminished, and your friend Humdrum looks at all of you and says,
Thank you for coming. Thank you for rescuing me. I can't believe they found me.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
"Yes,
Amy,
yes."
also going to probe deeper. So she gets a wisdom save.
A wisdom saving. Yeah, I'll give it to her. Okay. A 5 won't do it.
Is there any advantage?
Good call. I had advantage. Okay, so advantage for me from infectious, and an 18 will do much better. And then for the next people who have it, Sir Helvengard, Brick, and Gus are the only.
So my spell ends.
Okay, so
Okay.
Insight.
21 insight check on him.
21 insight check on him, and you are looking to see if he's actually telling the truth or is leading you astray.
Yes.
Correct? He is telling the truth. 100%. Did not expect this. Would have prevented it at all costs had he known. That being said, there's no doubt in any of your minds that he has information about all of this that he would like to share and impart to you. But as far as was it his fault? Was this a trap for you? No, absolutely not.
What is the meaning of this? Who are these things and why were they carrying you away?
Brother, these are the blemished. The magic of our world has been completely rent asunder. Where there once was pink and purple, there now is black, green. I don't know how else to say it except there is a blight upon our very magic, the life force that we all experience. Surely you felt it.
I'll I don't, yeah, every time he calls me brother, I just sort of like, is this some greater form of that blink that we had talked about, that moment of darkness that I'd heard of, that is on the winds, that is happening to others, that is happening.
You admit it. You have felt it.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
what? What is
Yes.
happening?
Yes.
Maybe just me, but if you have the things that bother you, and if I don't know what's happening.
I'm really not even listening to you, actually. I'm honestly just talking to Humdrum.
It is difficult to explain. But those of us who are deeply tied to the magic of this world have felt that at the source of it, it has gone bad.
We are living in the Feywild, you become used to change. You become used to even
fickleness,
chaos.
randomness, whimsy, capriciousness.
But this was different.
Yes.
This was dark and cold. I felt long and thin, like a shadow.
Did you?
Of myself.
Did
But
you
it was only for a moment. I was not these things.
What's causing it?
That's what I'm here to find out.
That's what we all are here. I have my theories.
You felt like the black goo people?
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, can we talk about the
Look at
7-year-old
you!
boy in the midst?
Look how cute you are.
Thank you.
You have come to serve and help.
Yes.
Who are
With my friend Hell.
Yes, I wanted you both.
He ruffles your hair.
Humdrum, who are these people you've brought?
I am Sir Helvengard Devengoth V, and this is my friend Brick.
Why do you have so many names?
Because I come from a long line.
He's important.
Question. With my knowledge of history, have I ever heard of Helvengard Devengoth V? I can roll.
Of House Devengoth?
Of House Devengoth. I would love it if you had. Honestly, I would love it. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us a bit about your histories.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep it short, Jared.
I'll do the abbreviated version.
Break out the mile-long part.
So, Queen Malahide, she's the queen of one of the 6 realms.
Yeah.
She has her own standing army.
Yeah.
But within that, there are many houses.
Very good.
Devengoth is one of those houses.
Yeah.
They've served Malahide for a very long time.
Oh.
I am not only the next in line for that house, but I've also sworn fealty to a paladin order as well.
Which one?
Paladins of Helm, the Helmites.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good God.
So you would be able to probably tell that just by all of the standards and what have you. Right. And the manticore on my shield is her army, the Queen's army. The dark spires is House Devengoth. And then the emblems on both of my gauntlets, that's Helm.
Thank you very much for the history lesson.
My neighbor's house had to be tented for Helmites.
Boo.
Jeff's not here. I had to get in some dad jokes.
You gotta get at least one good dad joke in.
But you have all been brought together because you are here to fulfill prophecy. Yes, I have scouted you, and you will help me. Now, what I imagine has happened. Have you heard of the magic pools? The very source of the magic across our realm.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
No, not at all.
It is what the Feywild feeds on.
This is a good guy.
I see.
Can't you see?
You can trust him.
I hope I can.
checked.
And these magic pools, they're being corrupted somehow?
Perhaps all I know is ours in Qlain definitely is. I don't know another explanation for it. And if you see atop the...
What did I name?
That was amazing.
atop Titania's stem in the northeast, you will see some twisted, foul play as the lights dance evilly amongst each other.
And you see, off in the northeast, there is a beanstalk that grows upside down. So from the sky of the Feywild, it's not like a sky you've seen before, it's not like clouds or anything, but it does crown as if these beanstalks are pointed, thick. It looks like a structure, and then as the vines and the twists all weave together and it comes towards the ground, it's actually made clear that this tower of a beanstalk is standing on one point of itself. One vine holds it up, and even if it's hard to see, that's the implication.
That stock survives on the magic within it, and I have noticed that it has been faltering lately. Someone has twisted that pool. What I fear most, and I have not seen these Eladrin before, they must be the Eladrin that were guarding it. I don't know who has defeated them, but it is almost certain that these Eladrin have been defeated.
Can I go search the body of the bound Eladrin on the back of Justice?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Is she? So the clothing is it like the clothing she's wearing is like a corrupted version of Eladrin?
No, the clothing's fine. Like it is of the summer court, and in Qlain, just so you know, if there is these courts and these very majestic processions of fae and pixies, Qlain is more of a natural environment. So the courts and everything, and the more community-based / like civilized versions of all this live past to the north, live past where the pool is. Qlain itself has kind of grown unruly and natural and randomly around this pool. So it's the summer Eladrin are definitely mercenaries that guard that have guarded the magic pool. Their attire is also has a sun on it, not necessarily a rising sun, but a blazing sun. That hasn't necessarily been corrupted. It's more of the skin of the actual people and the way that they were the way that they were attacking that seemed just twisted.
Is there a way to reverse this corruption? Perhaps we can bring this one back into the fold.
You! Oh, I could kiss you!
I would prefer you not.
That is exactly what I had called you here to do.
Ah, good. Well, then we're on the same page.
I think you should. I think he needs a kiss.
Oh, please.
No, I could kiss you. I could.
I'll kiss you.
Ego's gonna sit down, start casting a ritual.
Awesome.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Awesome. Perfect.
So, do I find anything on her body?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's, yes. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
While you're doing this, I want just to say to Gus,
Hey, Gus, can you please rope her hands? Because I want to.
Just one Gus.
Gus, because I wanna not do the puppet thing anymore.
It's one Gus.
Gus,
15.
Gus,
Okay.
15.
Gus.
One.
Gus.
Now you've said it a lot of times. I'm confused if you're saying it twice or you're just repeating my name over and over again.
He will probably
So-
give you a nickname whether you like it or not.
I don't like it.
Gus, please.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I'll go bound her hands.
okay, I'll drop the puppet.
Awesome. Okay, so
I'll keep my eye on Brick the entire time.
I'm just gonna smile at you.
Because Brick's the threat in this situation.
I'm very uncomfortable that there's a 7-year-old boy.
Same. Yeah.
Oh, Faith, I just noticed. You're a little boy.
Yeah.
There's
made
more
ritual.
to him than meets the eye.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm kidding.
Another 10 minutes.
Okay.
You out of your ritual.
What?
You do. You find on, especially if you search this assassin, this one, she has a note with Humdrum's name on it.
That's all it says. Just a scrap of paper. It says humdrum.
It does, but it is elegant. It is a parchment that seems your reference would be like the first page of a storybook novel. Like a beautiful first gold-lined letter H, and then the rest of humdrum written as if in calligraphy. The letter itself looks magical in its own right.
I'll hold it up. I'll say, this feels like you were the target. Does this page look familiar to you?
You think I was the target, do you? Real good one.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
only was captured and taken by these foul creatures.
You're welcome.
My brother.
Him?
All right.
Yes.
Nay.
Nay? You make that noise?
No.
Nay?
No, I said nay as in no.
Nay.
Nay.
Yes, deny what you are.
Moving along. Does this page look familiar to you?
Yes, it looks familiar to me.
Is there someone who would, if these are mercenaries, if these are moving along the orders upon someone else?
The level of intelligence of someone who could create a craft like that as quickly as I imagine they did. They would have to have been one of the bound ones themselves.
She said Tiresias before she died. Tiresias is one of the bound ones, if I'm correct, yes?
Yeah, an animal, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years ago. Yes.
What do you know about the bound ones?
All right, he sits on a mushroom cap, and he relaxes a bit and says, "You must know the way the magic pool works.
the order of the entire Feywild. There are flora, fauna, and Fae. They are divided in that way. My brother here and I fit among fauna and Fae. There are some overlaps. That being said, one of each order is bound with a rope of stardust.
Oh, like this one!
Beautiful.
Yeah,
There.
the potted vine gave this to me.
What?
Which one?
The potted vine, I don't know, just the potted vine.
The potted vine?
What is this?
Yes, it's a bound one.
I was a wee babe when that was a bound one.
I've been here many times.
I don't know what anyone's saying right now.
A bit lost.
One flora, one fauna, one Fae, tethered with a rope of stardust to the magic pool for 100 years. During that servitude, they are imbued and live the magic of the pool. They also, in their own right, protect it. Tiresias has been one of those.
Is Tiresias a fawn or a fae?
You are so cute. you melt my little saint heart.
I like kisses too, if you want to give me a kiss.
Yes, get over here. Yeah, he lets you up on his lap, and he plants a kiss right on your forehead, and lets you sit in his lap if you want to do that for the rest of the story.
But if Tiresias was one of the bound ones, and these seem to be working for him, what could one of the bound? What would happen if one of the bound ones became corrupt?
This is what I'm scared of. Usually, at the end of 100 years of sipping on the magic from the pool, living, surviving off of it, and also giving of yourself, you feel, apparently, for eons really, empathy for everything the magic has brought to life and protected. Something has gone wrong with Tiresias.
Yes.
Tiresias is a woman, by the way.
Good to know.
Where can we find this Tiresias?
If what I'm guessing is true, she has unbound flora, fauna, and Fae.
Before their time.
Before 100 years was finished.
You all know in the Feywild, prophecy and legend reign supreme. Cutting a deal like changing 100 years to 70 years in this case is dastardly and definitely twisted.
And that would damage the power of the pool.
It has never been done before, but I can't imagine anything else. The only person powerful enough to do such a thing would be a bound one. I need help to restore the magic pool. Unbind these foul creatures, whoever they are, and rebind 3 of the sacred order.
Right, well, what do you need us to do?
Go to the pool?
Definitely go to the pool.
Go to the beanstalk?
Yes,
Well,
but
individual tasks? Or do we have to work?
Together is the word you're looking for?
What?
you are
Together.
I don't speak German.
this
But
only
I am
works.
speaking uncommon.
That sounds weird.
This must be done. The magic number is 5. You 5. It must be done together.
Question. Do the new ones, have to be the old ones?
I understand you now, I heard it.
There are prophecies.
Took me a second to figure out its
Yes, you got that? Did you
Yeah,
get that?
yeah,
Not everybody is as smart as you.
Did you understood what he said?
yeah.
So we can continue.
Yeah.
Bye.
Was everyone waiting for me?
Yeah.
Yes, we were all waiting for you.
Okay.
All right.
Isa Seder.
What?
There are prophecies surrounding who may be bound and who may not. there would also be competition and rituals as to choosing who may replace these bound ones. The prophecy for the Fae. A death come to life, a pair so tragic, for what is Fae but mortal and magic? The prophecy for the Flora. You once spread vast upon the earth. In mass alone you came in first. Through horrifying circumstance, your roots do feel like your last chance. And for the Fauna, you do not swim, you have no wings, the only of a progeny. Though thoroughly you love all things, you never really wanted me. I can tell you how I interpret all of these. But we must interpret and set into competition. Decide first who the bound one Flora, the bound one Fauna, and the bound one Fae should be, so that when we make our move on the pool, we are prepared and ready to bind our own magic.
All right.
Do you have a way we can... Are you coming with us?
I will be your guide in all of this. I suggest, for now, there are people and communities you must meet. There is already talk of replacement, and it is getting fickle. We must decide soon. Not to mention, even some of the people who might be able to be replaced are coming over with the blight. Flora and fauna, especially the plants, they are starting to wilt and smell like pickled old broccoli.
Ooh.
That is very specific.
Gross.
It's gross.
Ugh.
It is a nightmare to behold.
I think the broccoli might have its feelings hurt.
All right, we should consult with the next vegetable garden we see.
I have a question. So when we hurt these ones, they turn really beautiful. So I don't know if we're supposed to hurt them or not.
Yes, I agree. Is there a way to cleanse them rather than to destroy? Perhaps if we call upon these bound ones, we can ask them to assist us, undo what has been done. That way we don't have to sacrifice innocent lives that have been corrupted.
You would replace the old bound ones. You would replace these abominations or whatever she has tethered to the magic with the previous bound ones who have not yet finished their sentence.
I would use every power within my reach to find a replacement, someone who cares about these things, these people, these creatures, and undo the damage that has been done.
Perhaps when we do that, those of us who have felt this corruption, have felt even the whispers of it, will be cleansed as well. So maybe the ones who remain alive will no longer suffer the corruption. I don't know.
Yeah, Amy, let me know whenever I can finish the ritual.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
detect.
sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Detect magic. Just detect.
Yeah, you're gonna need to give me another 30 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, Ron. Yes. What did you cast?
The, detect magic. So I'm just trying to determine the schools of the blood in the vial, the school of whatever is magical. If the blood is magical and what school it is, and if humdrum is magical and what school come off.
Amazing. Okay, yes, the blood itself,
Schools, I can tell you like which schools
yeah,
mean
tell me,
what.
Yeah, please.
So, had them here. Where are they? Okay, so abjuration are protective. Conjurations are transportations spells. Divination reveals information. Enchantments affect the minds of others. Evocation is magical energy produced for a desired effect. Illusion deceives the senses and minds of others. Necromancy manipulates energies of life and death. And transmutation changes the properties of a creature, object, or thing.
Okay, then it would be, yes, then you detect magic coming from the blood.
Okay.
It is transmutation.
Okay. Just transmutation?
Yes,
Cool.
you probably assumed it was necrotic or necromantic.
Right.
And it is not.
Okay.
It is the thing of what it actually was has been turned into something.
Gotcha. And any schools off of humdrum?
Yes, his is conjuration.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Really? Huh.
Cute.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
So the spell, the blood, is not necromancy.
The blood coming from these creatures.
Yeah, is transmutation.
What does that mean?
Spells that cause changes in things.
So someone changed these creatures.
Some things.
The blood has magic that makes them change.
I see.
Something is affecting the entire.
Also, very interesting. Humdrum. Conjuration.
What'd you do to me?
There's nothing. You are, you are a conjuration.
Yes, I create things out of nothing.
Ooh.
I can.
You create a flower?
Sure.
Out of nothing, yeah, like a golden light swirls around him. No hint of the black ichor.
And it's conjuration when it comes off, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's for you.
Oh, wow, thank you.
You.
Now, what about the one, is it also conjuration on the elf on the back of the horse? Same
What do you mean?
transmutation, sorry. Transmutation.
I guess, yeah, the blood and any of those 100%.
Where are we going? What is?
Come with me. We're going to the potted glade. This is where I live. This is the biggest community of flora, fauna, and fae working together. Usually they keep to themselves. You might know something about that.
What is very interesting about this is these two cultures, they're always fighting. It's good to see.
Well, I didn't abandon us years ago.
See what I mean? It's so good.
Perhaps for now, since we're facing this great evil, we can work as a team.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Good. If you don't mind, I would like to collect some of the remains so that they may be disposed of properly.
The nature will dispose of them in their own way, given time.
I see, but if they're...
I point to the mushrooms that are like pretty much like half, you know.
These creatures are corrupt, as you say. I don't want them to come back.
I appreciate that. If they are leaking blemishes into the rest of our community, that is only bad. We must stop this spread immediately, and I am not sure how all of this works.
We could just burn them. Then the corruption is gone forever.
As long as that's acceptable to all of you.
I just think putting them in the ground as is normal in civilization might cause them to seep into the earth.
Well, I was going to pray over their bodies as a way to protect them from even more corruption.
If your will is strong and the illusion allows it, you will do so.
My will is very strong.
I have noticed.
The illusion?
So I'm going to make sure that all of the weapons, especially this female drow that seemed to have a lot of poison, I don't want those to fall into the wrong people's hands. So I'm going to gather up all of their weapons, put it in a sack, put it on the side of the horse. She's still tied up, but I'd like to take all of the other deceased bodies and pile them up in the middle of the road. And if the druid
By the way, you have it's 3 short swords. Sorry, it's 6 short swords, and 5 crossbows.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
And
I will take one of those.
And
yes, if you want.
One of those is a light crossbow. So the other 4 hand crossbows, 1 light crossbow, and what did I say, 6 short swords? 7 short swords.
Amy, how many bolts are there available for the light crossbow?
Plenty.
Cool. So, okay, cool. Also, is anything in the pile magical?
Is anything in the weapons pile?
Anything in items that the bodies have on them, are any of those appearing to be?
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay. The note that we saw Crow take out, and on top of that, there are the 3 minor drow. Each had a sphere on them.
And they're magical?
And they're all magical.
What school?
One is black, one, I don't know what school,
okay.
but one is black, one is white, one is clear like a bubble.
Do they appear to be like the orb that I carry around?
They describe the orb you carry.
It's just a clear crystal orb.
No.
Are they squishy?
I guess the black one is deep black, difficult to see through,
cool.
like a bowling ball, but still like about this big. The white one is a pearl, and the clear one is stardust, like your
yeah, I'll put those orbs in my backpack.
Good find.
I'll light a torch and I'll toss it on the bodies, and I'll use control flame to use my cantrip control flame to make sure it spreads.
I'm going to kneel down in front of the bodies, and I'll take a knee and lower my head and pray. I will honor the religion of my fathers. Let the gods be my witness. This I swear unto Helm, our vigilant protector. And then I'll stand up and stand over the burning pyre.
Amazing.
I'll also send a little prayer because I see him and I eye him with adoration.
Dear angel, I hope they go to a better place. Amen.
Well done.
How far is it to the potted grove?
It is an hour's journey.
Oh, can I have, say, string of stardust back, please?
Oh, right. I
Yes.
was just remembering.
Yes.
Is that what we use? Is that what we use to bind the people?
Oh, no, this is just a trinket.
Oh.
It means very personal to me.
Oh.
Yeah, it would be difficult. It's about a foot long to tie someone up with that.
Unless they're a fairy.
I'm not going to say anything to him specifically, but I'd like to use my divine sense to see if there's any evil coming from the orbs that he took.
Evil coming from his orbs. There is not.
Okay.
No evil.
Good.
But also no good. It's not divine in any
Fine.
way. Just magical. But
As long as they're not corrupt.
they are not blemished at all.
Great.
I am going to need, say, 15 minutes.
Can it wait?
We might be able to use these, but sure.
We need to.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Can you do
If
it
you want
on
to-
top of a horse?
Do you have
Can
to
I
go to the
cast
bathroom?
Identify on top of a horse? Divination specialist,
That's
mind
so fun.
you. Divination specialist, so this is like
I-
my
Mistake.
thing.
Yeah, I love it. Let's just make sure you don't boff it.
Okay, sure.
But yes, let's have you try to do a ritual bouncing atop a mount.
And Justice?
Oh, by the way, I had these, and I'm a fidgeter, so I was holding on to them. But these are your little orbs, which is fun. Yeah, so I guess make a normal concentration check, and as long as you get if you get an 11 or higher.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Guidance
Advantage or
on
no?
this?
Oh, do you have
Yeah,
advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, my little screen. Let's see.
Ooh, my little screen.
I'll cast guidance.
You know what? You don't, but you have guidance.
That's fine.
Okay.
Guidance gives me
D4.
D4, great.
Here's a little help for you.
These balls are gonna kill me.
I think it's funny if you actually didn't have a horn and you just do it with your hand every time. I think that'd be hilarious.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
Oh, plus my not proficiency. Yeah, just con. So yeah, 18.
And are you and what are you identifying?
Well, I was going to cast it 3 times and identifying these orbs.
For 15. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right.
Cool.
As you make your way to the potted...
As we leave, as everyone's like ahead of me, I'm gonna pull out a candle and light it and put it by the bodies and then leave.
Oh.
Amazing.
Light candle.
Oh, a life candle? Mm-hmm. I would have loved to know.
Little mini mushroom-capped. You would call them babies, but they're actually adults. But as you do that, these meadows in respect move a little bit closer to the pyre / grave that you've created, and wrap themselves around the grave. And as our party makes its way to the potted glade, P-O-D-D.
Potted.
It's really hard. By the way, every time y'all said debrief, I was like, we do need to go to the debrief.
Same. Oh yeah, the debrief.
The debris.
The debrief.
The potted.
Pods.
Yeah. So when I said potted vine, it's the same.
Yeah.
Got it.
I thought it was parted.
Yes, I was talking to gritted teeth. Anyway, as our potty moves to the potted glade. Okay. Our gnome wizard identifies 3 magic items as a bead of force, a pearl of wisdom, and an immovable sphere.
Ooh.
And you know, those are very powerful items.
Yes, they are.
The most interesting of which is the immovable sphere, which is shaped like a bubble. You normally know it as an immovable rod, but it's about 1 foot in diameter, and wherever you place it in space, it may stay there. It may stay there. Yep. So,
cool.
You are all delighted and earnest to get on with your journey, ideally learning more about Qlain, the Faerie Kingdom that you find yourselves in, the mysteries behind the flora, fauna, and fae, and so many mentions of prophecies and legends and bonds being broken and the bound ones and unbound ones. With the Paladin, of course, leading the way to protect the entire kingdom in earnest. And that's where we're going to leave tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. What a wild ride, what a wild Fae ride. And and I do want to mention before I toss it over to my good friend Lord Araban that tomorrow night is Live from the 8th Dimension. It's a show that I host in VR. Speaking of the shackled, what were they? The shackles? The fun shackles of joy, or Charlatan Shackles.
Charlatan Shackles.
Yeah, it's a show where me and some friends puppet VR characters and live animate the entire talk show / narrative comedy. And most excitingly, so it's not just a shameless plug for me, but a shameless plug for all of Dungeon Run, we are having our good friend Ron Ogden on to literally play Uggo himself, the green, underbiting orc, in all of his glory. The character design is impeccable. I got a chance to see him today, and there was a lot of discussion around the blue eyes. I'm not sure if we can make that happen, but I know it's very important, and so do they. So it's going to be a fun workaround to see if that actually happens. Meanwhile, my weird character, whose name is also Amy, is going to be interviewing Uggo, as if he were a guest on a talk show.
That's gonna go
I want to ask
great.
him so many questions. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah. So please tune in tomorrow, Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And with that, we are going to leave the Feywild here for now. Lord Araban, keep telling people to give me advantage.
That's your sign.
Well, well, well. to all of you who played along and interacted with us throughout the evening, our humble thanks. And thank you to everyone that shared our adventure. And don't forget, the Dungeon Run Down. The official Dungeon Run After Show airs live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Our host, Trisha Hirschberger, sits down with the host, with the cast of the show and special guests to talk all things Dungeon Run, from community questions and episode recaps to theories and all the fan art your mortal brains can fathom. The Dungeon Rundown airs right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Make sure to follow the channel to get live notifications. And of course, join us for the Dungeon Run next week and every week, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Dungeon Run. The magic of mending. Yes, this is our new campaign. So, until next week, for Jeff, I leave you with humankind. Be both.